one year, and we got a $500 Best Buy gift card, and guys were freaking
And we
out.
got a $500 Best Buy gift card every year we made the NCAA tournament.
Yeah, and that was like, I felt like the richest.
Congratulations, University of Wisconsin. Here's blank amount of millions for your team making the NCAA tournament. Here's $500 to Best Buy.
I mean, it
thought it was
sounded
the richest
cool.
man alive.
Looking back, it's embarrassing how excited we are compared to the dollars being thrown around in the world right now for college
You know who was a
athletes.
Pioneer? You played with him.
Nigel Hayes?
Nigel Hayes was a pioneer.
Yeah, he was.
He might have been making a lot of noise, but look at him now.
Alex Strofe running the show, UKBN Nation 800-990-3776. That is the Carbless Talking text line. This is more. See us on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison. Yes, Alex Strofe.
Stinky Ben. Stinky Ben. Stinky Ben.
That is correct. My name is Stinky Ben,
You're
and
living up to it.
I'm truly living up to it. Over the weekend, I spent some time with the creator of the nickname Stinky Ben, and that was my future, I'd still say niece, but future niece when I'm officially in the family, my fiance's sister's daughter. Every time she sees me, because this was an outrageous story, by the way, we were at a family vacation in Hilton Head, and I felt way too comfortable, way too early probably. They probably talk about that behind my back and say, why did this man fart on the couch after we all were done showering after being on the beach? And so it became, who has to sit next, there's a big family. So, like, who is going to be last to get ready and have to sit next to Stinky Ben?
It's truly disturbing.
And so the nickname stuck with, the niece. And then, as I was over the weekend in St. Louis, I'm trying to break that nickname off a little bit. It's funny. Like, ha ha, you're Stinky Ben. Like,
it's real.
You don't want to be Stinky Ben forever.
You don't want to be the stinky guy ever.
But he is the stinky guy.
He is the stinky guy.
We were sitting in a room together, and I was getting self-conscious a little bit earlier in the day because I was wondering, like, what does that smell? Like, I think something stinks, and I think it's me. I have a tendency to wear shoes to the point of too far. These shoes absolutely stink. Like, if you're looking at me, all right. I'll get some. Hang on now, Strofe. Take it easy. I know you want to play the audio
Stinky
for a second,
shoes.
but when you look at me, imagine the cartoon of like the green smoke, like that just like shows what smell, like something smelly. That's what I feel like is coming out of my shoes as I'm sitting here. So,
and we all experienced that too, because we did a show prep together in a rather large room, and everyone on our side of the table, Ben, we smelled it. We smelled it.
I did. I was like, what in the world? I'm contacting them stinky feet.
So over the weekend, I was trying to shake off the nickname Stinky Ben with my niece, and this is how it went.
Stinky shoes.
All right. Wait, you don't have the full cut? What's going on over there?
I would say the way that she said stinky shoes, and you're like, all right. I could tell you weren't pleased.
No,
it wasn't like I'm interacting. It's cute. It's fun. Ha ha, Stinky Ben. Yeah, I could tell you were hurt.
I was trying to shake the nickname, and then I come to work, and you guys call me out for having stinky shoes, and then
The same shoes?
these are the same shoes that I wore over the weekend.
Yeah, well,
So you
of
didn't learn your
course.
lesson.
Yeah, you didn't, because she sat there, she walked in, she said, ugh, you have stinky shoes. But at the end of the day, when I think about what you have, you stink. You came in the studio on Sunday one time during Sunday Karma, 10 to noon here on ESPN Wisconsin, and you smelled awful. I said, you need to stay away from me after you work out. You just have a stench that follows you.
And so what did I do, guys? What do you think I did?
You had an intern go buy you some shoes.
Yeah, thanks, Aiden.
Thank you, Aiden, the intern, for going and doing something that's not on the job description that you signed.
Sends him to go get him a pair of shoes.
I said keep it under 100.
And?
He didn't follow directions. The intern ran up the bill.
As he should have bought himself something as well. The way you handed him your credit card.
He should have bought himself something.
Yeah, he asked him to do something, and he handed him a credit card, and he threw him the credit card. I said, what in the world handed it to that boy?
Threw it across the table.
Yeah.
Like he was a peasant.
Ooh, new socks. It's like Christmas.
Well, it's not Christmas. You paid for it. So it's like purchasing clothes.
But it doesn't feel like I paid for it.
Oh, you're going to feel it.
I'm going to feel it when I look up, at the credit card statement. But as of right now, it's Christmas. I have new socks and a pair of Nikes that I've never seen these shoes before, by the way. So
It's an unboxing.
YouTube is going to have to be the judge. I will describe them for the
What
listening
type of
audience.
shoes do you want?
I have no idea.
But no, what would you want? What would
I
you
have
describe?
no fashion sense. You know I'm the guy that wears the same thing every day to work.
Yeah, I'd say your current shoes are not very fashionable.
I mean, they're pretty.
And you wore them just too long. Your niece was trying to do you a favor. Oh, that's disgusting.
Oh, the sock. Do you wash your socks?
Yeah,
Yes, I do.
your socks, they're supposed to be.
You mean for real?
I'm dead ass.
Look at the
serious.
difference
I just
between the
swallowed
colors.
it.
This was a white sock.
Ben, what in the world? What
Dude,
do you,
that legitimately stinks, Kyle.
it don't.
That
It smells
legitimately
bad.
stinks.
I swallowed the
Stinky
stench. The funky ass feet, man. Come on
Putting the
now.
new white socks next to Ben's current socks, it looks like it's a form of gray.
Ben, no, don't. Matter of fact, keep the.
My toe is
The rip too.
That is just so
Dog,
pathetic.
you are a bum with a capital B. You are walking. around with
I'm a
hole-
walking miracle. You've said it yourself.
You
There's more
literally,
than that.
You have holes in your sock, Ben. You are a
My
father.
left toenail
Yeah.
is so long and so gross.
Bro,
I
that-
can't, the
you're
the
not a bro-
toenails can't clip it.
You're not a broke college student. What are you doing? You earn a nice living doing what we do here on Good
You
Karma
just
Brand.
sent somebody to buy you some shoes for $100. And
All
you
right.
can't buy
Can you?
socks.
We gotta throw out those socks. We're in this segment to
trash.
throw them
Don't
out.
put them. Don't
Not
put them in
here.
the trash.
Not here.
Don't
There's
you
no
do
way.
that.
Is he okay?
He ducked for
he hit his
cover
head.
like he was in World War II or
Come on
III.
now, don't be doing stuff like that.
Ah.
Stop playing, man. That's disgusting. That is a HR.
Oh, that made my stomach turn.
Dog.
Ben pretended to lick the socks, and it
Something
made
is
me
wrong
sick.
with Benjamin Bruss.
Oh, we've
you just
known
act
that.
like you licked your sock that you just had on your feet. That is
Yeah.
gross. And then you're gonna throw the sock out there.
Here?
Ben
You're gonna
threw
stink
them
up the
down
whole
community
studio.
hallway.
No, I threw the socks out of the studio into the green room. So
Yeah,
after
now
the
that's
segment, I can throw them away.
So when we have guests coming here, they're gonna smell your stinky feet. Thank you.
well,
Ben.
they've been smelling all throughout the office. Here we go. Unboxing time. Oh, wow.
Hey!
Look at those,
Oh
Ben.
wow!
All right, so what are these?
They're
are
the-
dunks.
Those are the same shoes that Strofe is wearing.
Oh,
the same-
hell no.
It's the same shoes that I
Oh,
wear.
hell no.
It's the white boy fashion right
No,
now.
this is the thing.
dunks.
These are,
They're dunks.
I see these everywhere.
White
Every-
girls,
every
white boys.
white chick in America, and Brad,
and every white
Sure,
person on
yeah.
KBN too. I don't have them.
You're one of us now, Ben.
You are one
you're
of
one
them.
of us.
With them.
Are you ready to go back to Foot Locker, Aiden? Where's the receipt? I'm not wearing these.
What you mean? No,
Yeah,
yes,
you are.
you
No,
are.
I'm not. This
Yeah.
look cool.
They're black and white. The panda
Knowing that
Nikes.
Strofe wears these as unathletic as he is, I am not associating myself anywhere near
They're
him.
cute.
Kyle, now you're gaslighting me.
No, they are so cute. They match everything. They're
Yeah.
black and white.
They call-
Okay, now you're starting to get a little Valley Girl in your speech.
Yeah,
The Valley Girls love 'em.
Strofe and I have them, wear them often, and we are the peak of fashion. So
Yeah.
now you're one of us now, Ben.
You're the peak of fashion with
That's
Bradley
right.
Norman. Send a picture to your fiance and see if she likes them.
Stinky.
Congratulations, Ben. You're just like everybody else.
Are these like the panda shoes?
Yeah, that's
They're
them.
called, yeah,
Pandas. Yep.
You got the pandas.
The pandas.
Panda.
It's universal.
I'm actually mad. Now, I can't be mad because I sent somebody to do it for me. It's a little hypocritical. Can't be
Yeah.
mad at the person who bought them.
He bought you the trendy
you said
panda
buy 'em.
shoes.
Yeah. You should thank him. Thank Aiden right now.
You're not cleared for air, Aiden, but I would like to ask you a question that you could say yes or no to with your head nods.
Oh, wow. Not letting him speak.
Did
No,
the
yes or no?
did the person who went with you buy these shoes knowing that Alex Strofe also had them and knew that I would not like them? No? All right, now I got beef with the second person.
Why is that?
Because it's the other person that I know I consider someone who's like fashionable and like understands clothing. It's Tony Cartagena, the producer of the
Now
Dallas
you
show.
dropping full in that.
Hell yeah,
knows.
Will. He gave me these basic ass shoes that all the white chicks are wearing.
I mean,
They're
look
universal.
Wait a
They're
minute.
awesome.
Put your other shoe up here. Put the.
And from
I
a
need to
distance.
put a mask on.
Since now you care about fashion,
Yeah.
look at that
Oh
shoe.
my
That's
gosh.
appalling.
Yeah.
Look at it. Oh my gosh.
They're
These
disgusting.
were white. What color would you say my once white shoes are now?
doo-doo brown.
Yeah.
Doo-doo brown.
Doo-doo brown.
It looks like you work at a farm, and you're preaching about fashion right now.
Yeah, I guess beggars can't be choosers.
You're the dude who strolled into the office and stunk up the joint. How
I don't know, but I feel like if I wear these, I'm basically becoming like
Ben.
a walking, just like number where you're just like
a stat, a statistic.
yeah, I'm just a stat. I'm another basic white person with the pandas.
Yeah, welcome to the team.
I work
you're
with a whole
so-
bunch of basic white guys. That's fantastic.
You're a suburban white dude with a house and a kid.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Aren't they
It
supposed to
perfectly
have the
matches.
Nike Monarchs or some New Balances as a dad?
This is the pandas.
Toss Tony Cartagena on the air. This is below. No, he leaving. He knows what he did. He's coming out. He's coming in the studio.
You are really upset
Kyle
about...
Bruston Ortman across ESPN Wisconsin.
You gave them the green light to buy you shoes. You're in a desperate need.
Tony Cartagena, producer of
wonderful
Thanalysis
shoes.
Show, wherever you get your podcasts. Check him out at Thanalysis Show on Twitter, IG, TikTok. Did you buy these shoes knowing I'd be a statistic and basically a basic white person?
Content. Benjamin Breast.
Because now I got to go back after work. I can't see my daughter.
No, you don't.
I got
rescind.
you 2 copies of the receipt, okay?
Wait a minute.
You can return them.
So wait a minute. You gonna make me? I'm already losing my voice, as you can hear, because it stinks in here. You're not gonna keep.
It
You're not.
stinks.
I can't put these on. if I'm
Yeah,
gonna return them.
They won't let you return them if they smell.
Ben, you have to wear this.
I'll just suffer.
Ben, no.
This is Tony's fault.
Go and get some athlete's foot spray or something, man. Your feet stink. I'm choking.
You really don't
Yeah.
like them?
I don't like him, Tony. Did you think I'd like him?
Are we being honest?
Yes.
No, I knew you weren't gonna like them.
This is
Here's what I thought was
Strong,
gonna
let me see
happen.
them beautiful shoes you got on.
Aiden
They look
lied
great
to
on you.
I told Aiden in the store, Brad Norman and Alex Strofe both own these shoes, so when Ben opens them live on air, his reaction will be hilarious.
And I said, hell no.
Exactly, which is more entertaining than if I brought you a pair of like fresh Air Force Ones or some dad shoes or something you'd actually wear.
Yeah,
now, Ben has to do double the work, walk to Foot Locker, return them himself, pick out a new pair.
Great point.
And so
Punishment.
Damn,
got a
y'all
new
teach me a
pair.
lesson.
Shouldn't have sent the intern.
we created content and taught Ben a
A
lesson.
forced errand.
Yeah,
And somehow
A
made
forced
fun of
errand.
Strofe and Brad in the meantime.
That
This
is true.
Great. I love this.
But both of their girlfriend and wife brought them shoes, though.
Well, they
didn't
basic.
Also standard white women.
It's time out. He just called y'all women basic.
Yeah,
Brad said it.
Brad said it too.
Here's the thing. They both pretend they're not listening. They both look decent in those shoes. They're a good pair of shoes.
You ain't going to gaslight me
But
right now.
I'm not gaslighting you, but I'm just saying there are some people who bring the cool factor down. Alex Strofe.
He does.
And some people look solid and cool while wearing them. Brad Norman.
That's true. That's true.
It's just, different strokes for different folks.
All
I
right.
thought this was a good way to upset you a little
Yeah,
bit.
you did. And now I'm just going to be wearing socks the entire show.
With
Fresh
new socks,
ones,
at least fresh
clean
socks.
ones, bro. Those
So,
socks you showed on
why
YouTube.
do your feet? Why do your toes stink? Though?
Yeah, you need to go wash them somewhere.
My fiance's been telling me I need to see a podiatrist.
Yeah.
Well, you just need a good pedicure,
I
bro.
think you might have athlete's foot.
Yeah.
No, I don't
tough
have.
acting
I've
to
had
acting.
athlete's foot. It's when it
That's
gets
what-
red in between the toes. I've had it many times. I know I don't have athlete's foot.
Can I ask you a question though, a real question? When you wake up in the morning and you go through your sock drawer, you go through it and you see holes in socks and dingy ass socks, and you just say, "Those are the ones I want to put on." And then when you go and look at your selection of shoes, you say, "What do I want to wear? Do I want those?" So no, give me them dirty shoes over there that smell like boo boo. Let me go put those on. Is that what goes through your mind?
Nothing really goes through my mind until I have coffee. And I usually don't have coffee before I leave the house.
We need to get you a Keurig.
Yeah.
So you can have some coffee, so you can make sound, smart decisions before you expose everybody to that
The
stuff.
rest of us are suffering because of this.
Just put them on and just see how you feel and how you look in them.
Ben, they're
Don't
comfortable
stand next
and
to Strofe.
and
Don't
anything.
think of Brad.
No, I'm never going to wear these,
no,
Tony.
just put them on.
I'm
Just
never
put
going to
'em
wear
on.
these.
No, put them on.
No, I ain't never going to wear
They're
these.
clean.
Strofe wears them.
Try- no.
I'm not wearing them.
Try them on. Come on.
Just try it on. Just try
I
it
wanna
on.
see what it looks
It's
like.
the least
Just
you
the
can do,
right
Ben.
foot.
It might look good. You may not know.
The left foot's right here. Son.
Take the context out of it, and I think you're going to look kind of cool.
They're the right size.
They're
at
a
least.
13. I got
Well,
you the right
I
size.
didn't know anymore. I can't trust you.
All right, now.
Ooh, they look pretty good, Ben. They look pretty
I can
good.
look
Ben,
at his
you look
face.
good. You look good
Put
in
your
them,
foot
man.
up.
You look good.
Put your foot up on the
And
string.
boy, it matches.
Put it up. Put it up.
How?
Put it up.
Look
Put it up.
good.
Put it up.
How?
They
Ben.
do look clean. I ain't gonna lie.
You're
They look
welcome.
clean.
You're
look
welcome.
Yeah, they look clean. It look clean as a
Basic
whistle.
Benny's back. Basic Benny's here to stay.
Do you know what we need to do?
What is that?
Is get Kyle a pair.
Now, listen. Let me tell you
Now
something.
what we need to do, you need to hit up baby girl, because clearly you're not going to buy them for yourself.
Not. She. I would
You
tell her to
saw
take
the
them back.
price that these were. Great deal right now.
It's a great deal.
Great
Y'all
deal.
understand? I
deal.
have not bought a pair of shoes for over $100 in the.
They're not.
Since
They
the
are,
20s.
They are $99.99. I even paid for Ben's socks because he had a budget. and I went over it.
I don't care. I needed the socks, clearly.
Yeah,
I think the socks might have been worse than the shoes.
Yeah.
Dude, you look good. It is now the team shoe.
I
it's the team
refuse
shoe.
to fully assimilate, so I am not
Bro,
assimilating.
you do a show
getting
with
these
Thanasis Antetokounmpo. You haven't hooked us up with any Giannis
Right,
shoes?
where my Giannis shoes?
Yeah, where my
at?
Giannis
Like,
shoes at?
Come on now.
Where are mine? You don't see me walking around.
Who's
do
the
ya?
fool?
You
The
ain't
fool or
fit
the
in
fool who
booty,
follows?
I need to go.
I
to
ain't being the fool who
Antetokounmpo.
follows. These are going back to Foot Locker.
Yeah, he does stink. I'm getting a headache.
Are we also fools to believe the Packers might actually draft a wide receiver in the first round? Next.
You're listening to Kyle
Damn you.
Brust and Nortman, KBN.
I
I've been a fan of you since Scalzo and Brush was on the air. You kind of are like a Pat McAfee for the ESPN Milwaukee. You kind of revolutionized this this channel and stuff.
Leo, I'm here for you, and I appreciate everything you say. We love you listening, and you can call in every day and say that. I won't get old.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com. The most magical major of the season.
The return to glory.
It's Lake Lawn Resort Golf Week on 94.5 ESPN. That green-colored jacket awaits a new home this weekend. Leaderboard updates, special guests, and picks for who's going to win. Lake Lawn Resort Golf Week on 94.5 ESPN. Taking a round at their beautiful Lakeside Majestic Oaks Golf Course with deals for just $15 a person. LakeLawnResort.com.
My house has a new glow. I love my windows. Universal Windows Direct.
Hey, it's Kyle Wallace. Right now, buy 2 windows, get 2 free. No limit. Pay no interest until 2030, plus $500 off your home improvement project. Restrictions apply. Call 414-410-2000.
I love my windows. They've got that brand new home effect. Universal Windows Direct.
Hey, it's ESPN Milwaukee's Brad Nortman here with some great news from my friends at Bank 5.9. For a limited time, you can earn as much as 4.8% on one of their CD specials. With 9, 17, and 25-month options, you're sure to find a CD that fits your needs while you earn a great return. It's simply another way Bank 5.9 is making lives better in our communities. Hurry! These high rates won't last long. Check out bank59.com/CD for more details. Member FDIC.
Whether you're about to graduate high school or have been in the workforce for years, it's time to take control of your future. Welcome to Lakeland University, where you call the shots. We use our flexible learning formats to customize your degree path. In-person, online, and virtual classes are all available. Lakeland University is designed around you, your goals, your schedule, your future. You can even earn up to 25% of your degree via paid work experiences. Ready to take control of your future? Let us customize an education to fit your needs. Visit lakeland.edu/ESPN to learn more.
Quality isn't just a promise, it's a process. At Higher Love, they craft with integrity, delivering farm-to-table products you can trust. As the only clean green certified organic cultivator in the Upper Peninsula, Higher Love takes pride in growing pure premium products, meaning better quality at better value and a difference you can feel. You can find Higher Love just across the border in Menominee and Ironwood, or at any of their 9 locations throughout the UP. Get more information at findhigherlove.com/CBD.
Hey, this is Mike from Infinity Exteriors. Buying a roof, siding, or windows can feel overwhelming. Hidden costs, confusing contracts. We don't play that game. We educate you so that you can decide. And when you know the facts, Infinity Exteriors is the clear choice. Since 1997, we've installed peace of mind with no surprise upcharges, flexible budgets, and immediate financing. Infinity Exteriors, saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Visit infinityexteriors.com.
It's time for the Milwaukee Baseball Report on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by National Liquor Mart. Packed with the best beer, liquor, seltzer, and spirits deals in town. Located at 16th and National in Milwaukee. Open 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily, where your satisfaction is their plan of action.
After 4 straight losses to start the season, the Brewers starting to turn things around both on the mound, on the defensive side, and at the plate with 3 out of 4 wins against the Reds over the weekend, including an 8-2 win in the series finale on Sunday, including 2 bombs by the kid.
Here goes the runner. 1-2 pitch. High fly ball. Left field. Inside the pole. Gone. Jackson Churio. Pitch is a high fly ball. Deep left field. Bye-bye baseball. Churio's done it again.
The Brewers head due west, taking on the Rockies in Colorado and Diamondbacks in Arizona this week, looking to keep the ship steady.
This has been the Milwaukee Baseball Report on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by National Liquor Mart. You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nordman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
J's on my feet, you know. J's on my feet, you know. J's on my feet, you know. So get like me. J's on my feet, J's on my feet.
A natural.
So get like me. I'll be rocking J's.
Okay, now I started to hear the song. Stroph's feeling himself right now.
They're not J's.
Yeah, these aren't J's.
These are Nikes.
I know, but same family. I couldn't think of a great Nike song.
Are there any Nike songs?
There is a there's
Nike's
a song
on My Feet by Mac Miller, I thought.
And there's a Nike song by Wale.
Who's Wale?
He's a rapper.
Are you kidding me right now? You don't know who
I
Wale
know
is?
who Wale is.
Well, even you don't say it like you know him. I know who Wale is.
I know Wale.
Ben Bruss, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman, Alex Strofe running the show.
Oh, okay, Brad does know Wale.
I do.
He said, I do. He looked at me over. I do.
KBN Nation, 800-990-3776. A lot of mean text messages about my hygiene, which I think is well-deserved today after coming in with the worst pair of shoes and socks imaginable.
What will you do in the future to prevent this? Because you were stinky
This is a vicious
Ben.
cycle.
Yeah, you were stinky
I am
Ben
who
a long
I
time
am.
ago.
Yeah.
You got your future niece calling you stinky shoes now. And we had to do an on-air, basically, intervention.
It was
on
an
your feet.
intervention, yes.
So what are you going to do going forward to prevent this? Or just you are who you are?
It's a vicious cycle, Brad. I beat the shoes up until they're so bad that I have to get forced to get new ones.
Yeah.
Or send
We're the
interns to
victims
do
now.
so.
I'm actually concerned because my chest does not feel. Y'all know I'm never sick, but right now my chest, I feel like Brad. I think I need to get that little whistle thing you got.
Yeah, sing ring.
Yeah, I gotta get a sing ring because he done messed up my voice.
The air in
Stench.
here does feel contaminated, doesn't it?
100%. 100. We need an air
contaminated.
purifier. Somebody get us an Aiden, where you at? The air purifier.
Intern Aiden, please.
Help me. Help, please.
On YouTube, at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison. But earlier this morning on Wilde and Tausch, they have their yearly tradition of having Mel Kiper on before the NFL draft to sift through some of those potential prospects that might fit into the Green Bay blueprint of the Goody draft and develop system. Well, it's getting a little punch drunk around here, maybe a little groupthink on a potential wide receiver being drafted in the first round.
There's a little groupthink going on there. I'm not going to disagree.
Although it hasn't happened since 2002, I don't know. Are we on to something? Here's what Mel Kiper had to say on Wilde and Tausch.
It's not. It really isn't. I think certainly Travis Hunter is a great player, but he can play corner or wide receiver. But Matthew Golden has come on to really establish himself as the number one wide receiver. You just take Travis Hunter out of the equation. Tedero McMillan has slid down just a bit, but I still like him coming out of Arizona. We talked about Ibuka. Luther Burden III was expected to be out of Missouri, a top 15 pick. His stock dropped. It's come back a little bit. I think he's a borderline late first, early second. I mentioned Jack Best from TCU. His teammate Savion Williams has a chance to be a good second, third round pick for somebody. And Jaden Higgins from Iowa State's moved up to the.
Did you guys get all that?
Just guy after guy.
Did you guys get all that? You guys got all that? Strope, you got all that?
He talks.
I think he said 8 names in 20 seconds.
This guy slid, but he's coming back.
Commentary.
Yeah, this guy slid, but he's coming back, and then
He's so fast. He also talked about Gabe Neitzel on Wilde and Tausch this morning. He called him Silent Neitzel. Like Silent Night, the Christmas song.
Nailed it.
That's not accurate, though, because
he's a radio host.
Yeah.
The opposite
and
of
he's
silent.
very good on the radio.
Well, maybe he's outside of when he turns the mic off, he's silent.
Ben Bruss here. I'm really thinking Kyle Wallace. We got him. He's a Packer backer, kind of a fraud. Came back a little bit yesterday. He's trying to be positive. Brad Nortman, longtime punter in the NFL. Not very highly recruited out of high school, but then he really came out of the scene in Wisconsin. Have him as a late 7th, got a little picked early. I would have him in the 6th, but he was a 6th. Alex Strofe, up-and-coming guy. His stock really dropped when he did the 40 time. He did 3-cone drill. It was the worst in the history of the NFL, but people are really still high on his upside, undrafted free agent here at ESPN Wisconsin, really grow within the NFL draft intern combine system they have here at Good Karma Brands. Moving over, Homer, he's an old soul. He's an old soul, but he's the type of guy you want on your team. You're going to hear from 5 to 6. He's surrounded by a great cast of characters. Brian Balaga, great tackle, short arms, think he can bring a lot to the ESPN Wisconsin programming. Then you move on to Tuesdays. You have John Anderson, really great long-term guy. Longevity at ESPN. Wants to move further in his career, so he's moved over to the Homer Hour. You're going to hear him Tuesdays 5 to 6. Not to mention, on Fridays, Gary Ellerson, he wasn't on anyone's mock draft. I don't know how he made it to the NFL. He didn't even know if he played for a year or two. But he is. He's on the roster. On Fridays, you're going to hear Gary Ellerson. Who else do we have? Just give me a name.
Todd. I don't know. Chewy.
Mark Chmura, really, really well-known Boston College guy. Got a knack for the ball. Loves to block, but he's going to find those catches in those big moments. Jen Latta, high upside, really high upside. The way that she goes on College Game Day, does those features, she's going to move you to tears. Then you have Gabe Neitzel, the silent knight. I call him that. I was wrong about that. The guy knows everything. He's been doing radio for 20 years. He's been here since he was a teenager, probably doing labor before he should do labor at this company. Jason Wilde, longtime sports writer of the year in Wisconsin. The guy knows the Packers like the back of his hand. He can do it day in, day out. Weekly Wilde, you name it. Green Bay Game Day, Jesse Nelson, he's off the board. Nobody wants him. He's not going to get drafted. Nobody wants him.
Mark Tauscher, I've talked about him. Mark Tauscher says I didn't have him on my grades. I had him on my grades, but then we went back to look at the film. I joined Wilde and Tausch as Mel Kiper, and I told him, look, Mark, here's my grade. I had you as a late 7th-round pick, and you ended up right where I had you in the 7th round. Over expectations. He became an all-time Packer Hall of Famer. Great guy, wonderful radio host, and that is what we got for the ESPN Wisconsin lineup. I'm Mel Kiper. Josh
DiMaggio, really, really funny laugh. He's really grown recently as into more of a host. He's filling in on the weekly wager on ESPN Milwaukee from 6 to 7. He does Mr. Irrelevant with Alex Strofe sometimes to keep that young man in line a little bit. Josh DiMaggio slighted by one of the worst ESPN Wisconsin hosts they have by Ben Brust. Ben Brust, not a loyal guy, had him as a producer for 6 years, decided not to invite him to his wedding. Many people are up in roars about Josh DiMaggio not being excited to his
Ben Brust.
Really, really high upside. Unfortunately, the guy just continues to disappoint. Every year, he just shows promise, and whoop, disappoints.
That's pretty good. The difference between Ben Brust and Mel Kiper Jr. is Mel Kiper doesn't stutter. Ben stuttered every other word.
I mean,
your brain doesn't operate that fast.
I mean, that's a sharp brain, that Mel Kiper. He's been doing it for 30 years.
Now you're talking fast.
Now he's not going to be able to turn it off.
Yeah, I mean, Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Norman. We're here 800-990-3776. The Carpus Talking text line. The list is more. See, he doesn't fumble. The guy doesn't fumble.
He's a pro.
It's the way he talks.
The guy doesn't fumble. It's amazing.
You think he talks like that in normal conversation?
It's not. 100%. It really isn't. I think certainly Travis Hunter is a great player, but he can play corner or wide receiver. But Matthew Golden has come on. There was a bit, but I still like him coming out of Arizona. We talked about Abuka. Luther Burden III was expected.
Abuka to Burden like that? He went from Luther to Burden like that, the snap of the finger.
I mean, he's quick, man. He's quick. He got to do all these scouts.
I got to go to the work. I got to go to the drawing board.
No name is too hard for him to say either.
That is crazy.
Goodness gracious.
That is, he literally can say all the names. He's smart cookie.
Wow.
That Mel.
All right, well, I'm going to take a break, and I'm going to tell Brad to tell us about great talking text line. You're going to be in trouble
because you can't breathe, and now you're breathing in toxins from your feet. He might pass out during the break.
I mean, I think we all need a break between Ben's feet and hearing Ben do the Mel Kiper. We all need a break, and the way that to satisfy that break is grabbing a Carbless, of course, because less is more with Carbless. And if you're looking for the flavor of 2025, look no further than the Tropical Bliss Variety Pack. We're talking blood orange, which is outstanding. Watermelon, raspberry, grapefruit, each one distinct. And it feels like it's a tropical paradise right in your can. Not only that, but the mango vodka cocktail, unbelievably crisp, clean experience that captures a fresh mango right in there. It feels like you're on a sunny beach getaway, and everything that you love about Carbless, that I love about Carbless. No carbs, no sugars, no gluten, 100 calories, low carbonation, but always high on flavor. And based right here in the great state of Wisconsin. There's always a reason to grab a Carbless. I know I'm always looking for reasons to grab one and enjoying them at the Nortman Estate as much as I can. Carbless. This is more with Carbless.
Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman, Alex Strofe on the show. UKB Nation 800-990-3776. The Carbless Talking text line list is more. Joining us next is Mark Tauscher, Packer Hall of Famer, joining us next after his conversation with me, Mel Kiper.
This is Kyle Brust and Nortman.
I'm about being young, wild, and free.
No, you're not.
You're
not young, wild, and free.
Yeah, I am young.
You're not that.
I am
Every time I ask you to do
wild.
something, I check with a girlfriend.
Wait, why you taking why you going personal? Why you gotta talk about business? I can still be free with a lady.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
No shortcuts, no compromises, just the job done right. At Exterior Pros, we don't just meet expectations, we crush them. Every nail, every window, every shingle is a step toward your home's next chapter. From the moment we start until that final reveal, we're committed to making your home better than ever. Quality products and craftsmanship you can count on. Go to the pros for your next project. Get started today and save $2,000. Visit extpros.com or call 262-800-4274. That's 262-800-4274.
What's up, guys? We're back this year with my annual Home Plate Charity Concert presented by American Family Insurance. We'll be at the Pabst Theater on April 17th with performances from the Goo Goo Dolls and the Nicotine Dolls. Proceeds will benefit Live Like Lou, Visit Milwaukee, and the Brewers Community Foundation. There are sponsorship opportunities and tickets on sale now, so click the link in my bio to check it out, and I'll see you there.
Christian Yelich's Home Plate Charity Concert, presented by American Family Insurance, April 17th at the Pabst Theater. Get your tickets now at visitmilwaukee.org/Yelich.
Progressive knows if you have to choose between everyday life and your RV, RV wins.
What, are you going to take the RV to the mountains or go pick up your dry cleaning? RV wins! Are we cleaning the gutters or taking the RV camping? RV wins! Are we getting a new passport or cruising up the coast? RV wins!
Don't forget, you got that trip to Sweden coming up.
Oh, yeah, passport, then RV.
With Progressive, you can bundle your RV with your home or auto and save with a discount and spend more time enjoying those savings in your RV. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers not available in all states and situations.
Bring spring to your door with Target Circle 360. Get all you need for Easter hosting, spring get-togethers, and more with unlimited same-day delivery through Target Circle 360. From Easter basket goodies to fresh florals, getting everything the same day is easy. Open the Target app and bring the magic of the season to your door with unlimited same-day delivery through Target Circle 360. Visit target.com/circle or the Target app for more details. Subscription required. Same-day delivery is subject to terms. Applies to orders over $35.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here, reminding you that a lot of life's firsts are better with help from American Family Insurance. Like your first home expansion or your first big lightning strike. There's a first for everything. Get the right home policy at the right price with the right help from American Family's agents. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Fisco is always there for your auto body care. When accidents happen, Fisco Auto Body on Forest Home in Franklin is there when you need them. Got a broken mirror? They'll take care of it. Dented bumper? Scratch paint? Fisco Auto Body will take care of it. If there's any damage you need fixed, Fisco has you covered. Their expert workmanship is guaranteed for the life of your vehicle. So stop in for all of your auto bumps and dings. Once again, you know the line. That's Fisco.
Dr. Aaron Holtebeck and his team at Holtebeck Eye Center make vision care a top priority. They are your premium provider for eye care and corrective eye surgeries. Dr. Holtebeck has been helping local patients with their eye care needs for over 20 years. Dr. Nausheen Abbas joined the Holtebeck Eye Center team last September, and her practice philosophy is to provide patient-centered medicine by giving all options. Located in Brookfield near the corner of Calhoun and Capitol. Learn more about their services at holtebeck.com.
Looking to transform your home with stylish furniture and home accessories without breaking the bank? At your local IKEA in Oak Creek, they believe everyone deserves a beautiful and affordable living experience that enhances your everyday life. From comfortable and fashionable sofas and sectionals, to kitchens full of inspiration, to bedrooms designed to help you find your best sleep and relaxation, IKEA's home furnishing combines form and function to fit any lifestyle and budget. Visit IKEA Oak Creek today or explore their collection online at ikea.com/US.
This is Kyle Bruston Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
I'm not going to sit here and panic about it.
Green and Gold Hall of Famer.
It's not apples to apples. For you, it is.
Solving the world's problems one day at a time.
Everybody doesn't grow and evolve at the same time.
It's Mark Tauscher.
Did you guys hang up on me, or am I hanging up on you?
On Kyle Bruston Nortman.
Joining us on Kyle Bruston Nortman is Mark Tauscher, Packer Hall of Famer. What's going on, old T?
How's the group think boys doing today? You guys all synced up and ready to go?
No, as I mentioned, Tausch, as I joined Wildy and Tausch on Monday to promote Made 'em Believe, I'd said, you know what, Tausch, over the weekend I was thinking about your groupthink conversation. I started the show yesterday with Kyle saying, you know what, you're a fraudulent Packer backer. You've heard Brad and I getting at Goody, and Kyle all of a sudden was like,
on me.
You know what, I want to be more optimistic this week. So he is the ultimate Packer backer, finding ways to be optimistic now, which I can tell when he speaks that he's forcing it, which is the interesting part about all this.
No more groupthink here, Tausch.
Okay, good. I'm glad that you guys are all thinking for yourselves and not just following Benny's lead.
Okay.
That's good to hear.
All right.
Now he's trying to turn you against each
That's what
other.
he's trying to do.
Don't let him do it.
Wedge between the team.
You know, Ben's no better than Jason.
Pretty soon, you guys are going to be rooting for the Bears like Ben used to.
Yeah. Okay. You know what's crazy? You know, Brad.
Yeah,
Ben reminds me of Jason Wilde because when Jason Wilde joined us last Thursday, remember what he called the show was called? Remember it's called Wilde and Sensitive. I mean Wilde and Tausch.
Oh, nailed it.
No, that's what Jason said, didn't he?
I mean, I don't think Jason said that, but I will say it sounded like when we had Jason on last Thursday, he was maybe a little bit closer on our side.
He was.
Saying that Goody's been good, just not great.
Hey guys,
and that's what we've said this whole time, Tausch.
Yes, Jason has the right to his own opinion. I don't sit there and tell him, you need to think like I do. So, yeah, I want Jason to. So, Jason is obviously much more on the Matt LaFleur side of things. And from my end, I think that there's been enough talent brought in. And I'll say this. I'm not sitting here and being all stubborn and obstinate that I can't listen to good points of view because after our discussion last week, I thought, okay, I want to listen. I want to kind of get a referendum on Brian. And there are a lot of fans that are in your guys' camp. There's a lot of fans that think this is more Matt LaFleur and how he's coached, that he has elevated a lesser talent base, and it made me think a little bit, but I have not been swayed, but I have to at least recognize that Brian Gutekunst, especially when it comes to first-round draft picks, it has not been as good as I hoped. So this concept of, well, I need Wilde to think the exact same way as I do. No, matter of fact, I want the exact opposite.
And that's fair. Mark Tauscher joining us here on Kyle Brust and Nortman. And Tausch, I was listening to you and Jason talking about Tucker Kraft, Luke Musgrave, and how they played a lot of pickleball. And Tucker Kraft has recently come out and said, you know, in the offseason, he's in Green Bay. How many players actually stayed in Green Bay in the offseason? Did you do that? Or, you know, like Brian Balaga is now in Florida. It's not like he's like made Wisconsin home. You know, like what % of players actually stay in Green Bay in the offseason?
So I would say it's probably, hovering in that low 20s. And now, especially when I played, we would have to report back in March. Like the off season was a lot longer. We'd start workouts, and the off season program started usually around right after free agency started. So it would be the 20th of March, and you'd go all the way through June. So as far as guys, if you had families, you had to make that decision. If you had kids, did you want to pull your kids out of school and go back home? And most guys would go half and half. The fall, they'd have their kids up in Green Bay, and then in the spring, they'd go back to wherever they decided to set up shop. So I don't know what that ratio is now, but I would bet it's probably less just because there's less time. Now you don't have to be up there. I mean, these guys virtually, they don't have to report to Green Bay until, I want to say, early May. And you're looking at a 2-month window. So I'm guessing it's probably less than it's been in the past.
Didn't look like Xavier McKinney and Jair Alexander were working out anywhere near where we live with the sunshine that we saw there.
Yeah, nor the receivers. And speaking of the receivers, Tausch, we're thinking about who the Packers might draft. I've been beating the drum that this is going to be the year. Round one, wide receiver. So let me ask you, I know there was disappointment when the Packers didn't pursue Devontae Adams like we all thought they would. Would drafting a wide receiver in round one sort of satisfy and make up for the disappointment for not going after Devontae in your eyes?
Not for me, because I think it's not just bringing a bunch of talent in the room. I thought Devontae, because of the talent and the intangibles that he would have brought, that was almost as important as the whole thing. So, yeah, well, I love it if they bring a first-round pick in and he is a stud. Absolutely. But I would have loved to have seen Devontae come in for a myriad of reasons. But one of the things today, and I did not realize this because I've known the stat line that Javon Walker has been the last wide receiver drafted in the first round, and that was 23 years ago. That was that was, I knew that. But then you start looking at the history since the Super Bowl era. The Packers have only drafted 4 wideouts in the first round.
Oh, wow.
2 of those are now NFL Hall of Famers in James Lofton and in Sterling Sharp.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's a good hit rate.
It makes me think maybe we should look this way a little bit more. But I think the Packers' track record of hitting on second and third round picks is what leads to probably that, I guess, just that institutional thought process of saying, we can do this here. Let's look at how we can spread this out and continue to get guys in the first round that aren't wideouts, because we've had so much success getting second and third round wide receivers that have been big time players for us.
Tausch, what makes you optimistic about this season? Because obviously you think that Goody's done a really good job, right? Most of us think he's done a solid job. But what makes you optimistic heading into the 2025 season that this Green Bay Packers football team can actually compete for a championship?
So this was also part of the KBN team really doesn't like Goody, or at least doesn't like him as much as I do. I don't want to put words in your mouth. I know how sensitive you guys are about that.
Ditto.
But the question is, did we ever, like Ted Thompson never picked up a free agent, and it was always in Ted we trust. And it was because Aaron Rodgers was the quarterback. Did we ever think that this team couldn't win a Super Bowl? Didn't matter who you picked up or what you did. How many years was there that you thought from 2015 on that Green Bay can't win a Super Bowl? And now we asked the other day, are the Green Bay Packers a Super Bowl contender? And when the answers are coming in no, I look at that not as much from a Brian Gutekunst standpoint, but do fans just not believe in Jordan Love? And because there was not a year that went by when I had Brett Favre as a quarterback or Aaron Rodgers outside of 2008, which was his first year, that I didn't think we couldn't win a championship because I believed. And now I'm just wondering, is it the belief because Goody's not picking up 15 great free agents, or is it because of Jordan Love? That was the question I had.
Yeah, and Tausch, it's a great sort of exercise because I think Kyle mentioned it yesterday as well. Like and especially heading into the year, it's one thing to change expectations in the year, injuries, Roger collarbone, McCarthy getting fired in 2018, but heading into every year, the expectation was Rodgers is good enough to get it done. I think now,
and Benny, also there's not, and a lot of times it's we lost this guy. There is nobody that we lost this offseason that you would think is a monster contributor to this team. Matter of fact, everybody should be a year better. That's why, Kyle, you asked me why my optimism level was where it is. Because I believe in Jordan Love. And I think last year was not the consistent year for a myriad of reasons. But there is a lot on the line for him as far as the consistency part that we didn't see last year that we saw at the back end of 2023. And if he plays that way, absolutely, I'm incredibly optimistic. And I just wonder how much of that lack of optimism from some Packer fans, you guys, is that you maybe don't.
Hey, no words in our mouth. I thought we weren't doing that.
We have a myriad of reasons why we don't have optimism, right, Tausch?
Yeah. What are your myriad of reasons you don't have optimism?
So he doesn't know what you're doing. He's trying to get you to say a word that is we say the word too much and we get sounded. But
Thanks for listening, Tausch.
Here's what I want to stick with, because I think the biggest thing you've said there is like
one of the words you guys say too much.
That's good.
Boom, roasted.
Okay.
All right, this is going to be tough without saying the UM word. Jordan Love can change all of this, Tausch. He can, right? I don't think it's that, like, there's not a belief in Jordan Love. I just think they need to see it over a longer period of time. There was flashes of greatness, and then there was the season that we're sort of giving a pass due to the injuries. And year 3, Jason said it with us yesterday, is pivotal for, I think, different reasons for everyone. Pivotal to if you have belief, pivotal if he's going to show that he has the ability to raise the talent around him and go further, and then give you that into 2026 that, all right, he's the guy. I only think we've had more conversation about specific position groups, I think, because there's a lack of trust right now in the quarterback. Because if there was more trust in the quarterback, we're talking about the expectations for the team based off of Jordan Love, not what he needs around him to be successful.
Yeah, if I could just follow up real quick, Tausch. Jordan Love certainly isn't in the same realm or even breath as Aaron Rodgers during those years. So when that's the case, don't you have to put more emphasis on the rest of the roster to make sure the team is that much better than the team you had when Aaron Rodgers is leading the team?
Yeah, I can't argue with that. But I guess the question is, you're paying Jordan Love like he doesn't need to be Aaron Rodgers. I don't think anybody is expecting that. But I think we are expecting him to play at the level that he played in 2023, the last 10 or 11 weeks of the season.
Yes, sir.
Those last 11 weeks weren't perfect, but man, they were really good.
You can't show us your potential and not follow it up with playing at that potential.
That's a good point.
Well, and again, it's easy to criticize that, but he did gut it out. He was supposed to miss 6 to 8 weeks. He got back in, I think, 3 or 4, and he fought through, and he was obviously a little bit hobbled. Then he pulls a groin, had to miss a big chunk of, I think it was the Jacksonville game or whichever game it was. So there are excuses / reasons for maybe some of that inconsistency. But I do think this is a huge year for Jordan. I think it's a huge year for everybody else involved, that you have a better there is a really good cast of characters around Jordan. You don't need to be Aaron Rodgers with this roster. This isn't the 2022 season where you didn't have Devontae and you were asking everything and you fell short. This is, I think, a team that has enough talent. You want to see more? Absolutely you do. And I think that's where maybe things got a little contentious last week with us, is that, yeah, everybody wants to have great players at every spot, but that's just not the reality, and especially not the reality when you don't have a quarterback on a rookie contract where you have unlimited funds to go do it. You have to be very selective with that urgency. That's that big buzzword that we keep hearing. I don't know if that's one of the buzzwords, Trophy. But that urgency that everybody is talking about is where are you at your weakest, and you need to strengthen to help your team elevate itself so that Jordan Love can live up to his potential.
Thank you, Taus. Now you're speaking my language. The sense of urgency to put a team around Jordan Love that can help him live up to those expectations, reach his full potential.
That's where we argued last week, because everybody thinks it had to be wide out, and my point was that's what we think. But Brian Gutekunst and Matt LaFleur obviously felt like the interior part of the O-line is what needed the urgency in addressing. And that will help this offense be more consistent if they can do that. And that
passes, though, Tausch.
Well,
that's where you got to have trust. You see how he's talking? He doesn't have that trust that these guys are going to take the step.
I'm just pointing out facts. That's it.
So we're not going to do the hang up thing, because the reason why we're going to hang up is because we have someone really important to talk about, and that's someone I'm seeing on commercials with you and Jason Wilde. The draft is coming, but not with the windows, Old T.
No, it is not. All right, fellas.
That's Old T, Mark Tauscher, Wilde and Tausch, Packers Hall of Famer.
Yeah, I mean, Gina Della from Pella is certainly who we're talking about. What a great pun, Ben. I love a good pun. No draft coming with Pella Windows and Doors. Draft might be coming to Green Bay, but not with Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. And there's no better time to take advantage of no interest financing options or free glass upgrades. That's right. You can get a free glass upgrade right now with the deals that are going on at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. This is the time of year. It's sort of like a spring clean out, right? And you got to look around your house and say, where do we need that upgrade? Those old windows, those drafty doors, man, you know that it's finally time to make the upgrade, and make the upgrade at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
Tomorrow morning, 8 a.m., hidden screens coming into the windows at the Brust household.
Ooh.
Big day. You'll be able to open those windows with those hidden screens, and then when you close the windows, you're not going to see a screen. You're just going to see those beautiful Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Kyle Brust and Nortman. We sang Kumbaya with Tausch there while not having groupthink. Good job, everybody. More next.
This is Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN.
You said they are a reflection of their head coach. Yes, he's soft, as he proved with you by signing that damn jersey you had on. You think Campbell would have signed that jersey?
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com. The most magical major of the season.
The return to glory.
It's Lake Lawn Resort Golf Week on 94.5 ESPN. That green colored jacket awaits a new home this weekend. Leaderboard updates, special guests, and picks for who's going to win. Lake Lawn Resort Golf Week on 94.5 ESPN. Taking a round at their beautiful Lakeside Majestic Oaks Golf Course with deals for just $15 a person. LakeLawnResort.com.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code YEAR to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code YEAR for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code YEAR for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Look what I found.
What is it?
It's a list of the traditional and modern anniversary gifts for each year of marriage.
Sarah and I use a different list. But go ahead and tell us about yours.
The traditional gift for your first anniversary is paper, but the modern gift is a clock.
Well, our list says the first anniversary is always diamond jewelry.
What's your list called?
The People's Choice.
The traditional gift for your 6th anniversary is iron, but the modern gift is wood.
What a coincidence. For the 6th anniversary, our list says diamonds again. What do you have for the 10th anniversary, Rick?
Traditional is aluminum, modern is diamond jewelry.
Well, there you go. Our lists agree. What have you got for the 7th anniversary?
Copper and a desk set.
Nope. Diamonds again.
I'm beginning to see the wisdom of the People's Choice list.
It's good to have you on board.
Can I ask you something?
Sure.
Did you make up that People's Choice list, or is it real?
Well, we're people, aren't we?
Find the Kesslers nearest you at KesslersDiamonds.com.
Looking for a totally rad flavor adventure, brochachos? Look no further than Surfer Boy Pizza as seen in Stranger Things. Each mouthwatering variety contains rich tomato sauce, delicious mozzarella cheese, and a gnarly range of toppings. The crust is crispy on the outside and airy on the inside. You'll think it was hand-tossed by the Surfer Boy Pizza dudes themselves. Look for it in the freezer aisle at your local store and buckle up your taste buds with Surfer Boy Pizza.
Hey, it's ESPN Milwaukee's Brad Nortman here with some great news from my friends at Bank 59. For a limited time, you can earn as much as 4.8% on one of their CD specials. With 9, 17, and 25-month options, you're sure to find a CD that fits your needs while you earn a great return. It's simply another way Bank 59 is making lives better in our communities. Hurry, these high rates won't last long. Check out bank59.com/CD for more details. Member FDIC.
At Mentality, they leave no man behind. A friend of Mentality suffered a nightmare in January when his teenage daughter was paralyzed after a truck accident. Mentality will be hosting a fundraising event on Friday, April 18th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at its office, 2534 North Mayfair Road in Tosa. There will be silent auctions, a 50-50 raffle, food trucks, and free men's health screenings. All money raised will go to purchase an Action Track chair. Consider stopping by to help this local family. It's Friday, April 18th at Mentality from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
This is Kyle Bruston Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Hakuna Matata, what a wonderful phrase. Hakuna Matata.
All right, so I want to know, because Tucker Kraft,
It means no worries for the rest of your days. It's our problem-free.
Sing it, Brad.
Philosophy. Hakuna Matata.
The Timon drop of Sing It Kid after Kyle was perfect.
Yeah.
All right. Right?
Yeah. Did you not see Lion King as a child?
I literally sing this in my car by myself, but not when I'm doing my job.
Oh, well.
But I think everyone would like to sing along.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah, speak for myself.
You
Ben
come to
Bruss,
work with
Kyle
Stinky
Wallace.
shoes. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's real professional.
Stinky Ben. Stinky
Every
Ben.
time he tries to act like he's above us, it just blows up in his face.
You know, That is so true.
What just happened?
Kyle's making jokes that nobody can hear, which is always great radio, Kyle.
I mean, I said in your ear. I just want
great
you to
radio.
smile.
So the poll right now on Twitter, because Tucker Kraft said he is staying in Green Bay in the offseason. Taus thinks it's less than 20% of players that are doing that. If you played for the Green Bay Packers, would you live in Green Bay in the offseason? 800-990-3776 at the Carbless Talking text line. 41% of people say yes.
They'd stay in Green Bay?
That's it?
In the offseason. Yeah.
That's
okay,
it.
Mr. Green Bay. Why aren't you still in Green Bay?
Because it was better for my career to move to a bigger city.
You could commute.
That's a long commute.
That is a
2
long
hours.
commute.
Not terrible. People
Now,
do
especially now that Tausch said they don't have to be there for March. You know what I mean? If you only had to be there for what, June, July, August in the season, Brad, what would you do?
I would leave. I wouldn't stay in Green Bay. I would even come down here to Milwaukee or something before I would stay in Green Bay all year. Or go someplace real warm.
So now you're a hometown guy taking shots at the hometown team.
Dang.
Yeah, there's more to do here in Milwaukee.
Not only did you not try to sign with the Packers, but you also just gave them the stiff arm.
The Packers never showed interest in me, so maybe that's coming out. Yeah, maybe I'd go to Charlotte or maybe I'd go to Jacksonville, to some cities that actually want me, not outside of Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Kyle?
Wow. I mean, you asking me? Are you asking Kyle Wallace from Milwaukee? 414 boy, you asking Kyle Wallace, just made it to the NFL from somewhere else?
No, Kyle Wallace, 414 boy, that made it to the NFL to play for the Green Bay Packers.
I mean, would I live in Green Bay? No, I would live in Milwaukee. I would just live in Milwaukee, have my crib in Milwaukee, have my crib down in Florida, Arizona somewhere, and I'll be there during the season. I have no reason. No reason. The kids.
Strofe, you live your lifelong dream of somehow more miraculous than anything that's been done on earth, making it to the NFL, playing for the Green Bay Packers. In the offseason, are you living in Green Bay?
Are you guys familiar with the list of the best places to live in the United States?
Don't.
If it has
Don't
Green
do
Bay,
that.
Wisconsin on it, then the list is fraudulent.
Just for context, Milwaukee, city number 112. Madison, city 38. Green Bay, Wisconsin, city number 12 on the 150 best cities to live in the United States, according to the USnews.com.
That's a terrible. I mean,
when it comes to
what are the other
not
top
saying Green
10?
Bay's bad.
Number 1 is Naples, Florida. Number 2 is Boise, Idaho.
Naples is nice.
Boise,
Idaho.
Boise, Idaho is awesome.
Boise, Idaho is full of don'ts that y'all all got. This is an offensive list.
The rest of these make sense. Colorado Springs, Colorado is number 3. Greenville, South Carolina is number 4. Bradley, Charlotte, North Carolina, number 5.
That's right.
Wonderful.
Did you stay there in the offseason?
Oh, yeah. I always stayed.
Charlotte's beautiful.
Interesting.
Yes.
The punter even stayed. Raleigh, North Carolina, number 6.
Dang.
Huntsville, Alabama, number 7.
No thanks.
Virginia Beach, 8. Austin, Texas, 9. Boulder, Colorado, 10. Sarasota, Florida, 11.
That's nice.
And Green Bay, Wisconsin, 12.
Wow,
Which of
wow,
these are
what a
not
list,
like
and then
the other?
Green Bay
Green
pops
Bay
in.
does not match any of that. Naples has a nice little beach, and Green Bay has
Nice
a river.
little beach.
It's
Naples, Florida.
The
based
Gulf of
on-
America is on, baby.
It's based on
Gulf of
average
America.
income, price of living, school quality of life, and some other things.
Green Bay's great, but I mean, it's a reason why the population
I
is what it
love
is.
Green Bay,
No,
but
give me Milwaukee all day, baby.
Apparently, there's a guest coming for Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust that Strofe's really excited about.
I'm really excited.
Are you actually?
I'm
I can tell based off your genuine reaction, me saying you're excited.
I'm genuinely so excited for what's about to happen.
So let's go. Caller 20. What's my record? It's getting really
can we
bad.
kick that down
0
a little
wins.
bit? I only have 2 minutes here.
Okay. Caller number 8.
Yeah, that'd be great.
All right. 800-990-3776. The Carbless Talking text line. If you're caller 8, you'll be playing Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust with a guest question asker that I have no idea who it is. My record on the season, Strofe, is...
In the calendar year of 2025, Ben Brust is winless. He is 0-11-2.
Yikes.
Dang, that's awful. It
pathetic.
can't get worse.
Time to get on the board. 800-990-3776. Caller 8, and Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust? 800-990-ESPN. Caller 8, we're back in 2 minutes.
At Citizens Bank, community banking is you, growing your business with a partner who gets it. It's you, buying your first home with a lender who makes it easy. It's you, building a future with savings that work just as hard as you. And it's us, working together to strengthen our community. Because at Citizens Bank, community banking means you plus us. Visit us at citizensbankwi.bank. Citizens Bank is member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Hey football fans, Verizon is giving you the chance to win the ultimate draft experience with the Road to the Draft sweepstakes. 10 lucky winners will win tickets for the first day of the 2025 draft in Green Bay, including round-trip car service from Milwaukee, hotel accommodations, plus access to the Verizon viewing zone where you'll be taken care of like a first-round pick. Don't miss your chance to win the ultimate draft experience powered by Verizon. Hurry to select Wisconsin Verizon locations to enter by April 13th. No purchase necessary to enter. Must be legal U.S. resident of Wisconsin or Illinois. Age 21 years or older. Void where prohibited. For official rules and full details, visit www.espnwisconsincontest.com.
The only thing that tops our selection is your savings discount liquor.
Take me out to the ball game, roll out the barrel, and get up, get out of here, gone. There's nothing like Milwaukee baseball. The Brew Crew is back, and we're here to help you turn your tailgate or game viewing experience into a grand slam. Hi, this is Marie from Discount Liquor, where since 1960 we have provided the best selection and the lowest prices. We stock literally thousands of varieties of beer, liquor, wine, and mixers. Over 15,000 actually. But who's counting? The point is, you want it, odds are we have it. Combine our incredible selection and everyday low prices with our 2 convenient locations, and you've got your one-stop shop for game day. Discount Liquor in Milwaukee on 51st in Oklahoma, only 10 minutes from Am-Bam Field, and in downtown Waukesha on Barstow and Main.
Discount liquor.
Tune in to KBN every day at 2 o'clock. Kyle Brust and Nortman. 94.5 ESPN is WKTI and WKTI HD, Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN on ESPN Wisconsin. Here's Kyle Wallace, Ben Brust, and Brad Nortman.
You are kicking it with KBN. I am Brad Nortman alongside Kyle Wallace and Alex Strofe, as always, the maestro of Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust, behind the glass. No Ben Brust. He is across the hall in the Truth Studio, waiting for our special guest to arrive. We have had a litany of special Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust askers. After I messed it up, after you, Kyle, messed it up, I guess we just weren't enough to be that talented person.
Yeah, we sucked, but today we are going to be blessed with a special blessing of a guest who just walked in smiling, went straight to the seat that she's supposed to go in, and I'll let you take over, Brad.
Yeah, I would love to, because we are honored, we are humble, we are overjoyed to be joined by Gina Della from Pella. We were just telling you about Pella Windows and Doors 20 minutes ago, and we have Gina Della herself, the electric factory that is Gina Della, here in studio. Gina, how are you doing? Welcome to KBN, and thank you for being a guest question asker on KBN. And Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust?
I am.
She's on. Here we go.
That's an easy one. That's an easy one. Of course you're smarter than Ben Brust.
You know I love you. I'm going to leave with that.
Oh, I have feelings for you.
Hey!
What a strange way to respond to that with.
No, I do.
Did you remember your sheet?
Austin has my bag. Oh, Austin, give me my bag.
Give her her
those
bag.
are important. Those are critical.
You already know you got to treat the queen like a queen. What are y'all doing?
I was more worried about this.
Oh,
That-
what
okay,
is
that
it? What
is
is it? That
utterly
for baby
so
Brust?
Oh, yeah, because I am not going to let Brother Brust outdo me with gifts. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yep, Jonathan Brust, when he was the guest asker, he brought a Chicago Bears little jersey or T-shirt. But now Gina Della bringing this beautiful Easter-oriented
it's so cute.
gift package. It is super, super cute.
Easter Sunday is Sunday, isn't it?
Palm Sunday.
Palm Sunday.
this Kyle.
Palm
You're
Sunday.
close.
Wait
You're
a minute, I'm
close.
too early.
Yeah,
I'm too early.
little early.
Gotta wear
Jesus
purple
has
on
not
Sunday.
risen
Has
yet.
not risen
Not there
yet.
Yeah,
I got
a
2
little more
weeks.
anticipation. But we are joined by Gina Della from Pella to be the guest question asker on Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust? And participating on the other side is Justin in Clinton. So we've got a lot of excitement ready for this. Strofe, let's go ahead and spin it.
Are you smarter
those of you who say Ben Brust is an idiot, here's your chance to be proven right. It's time to play Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust?
Oh boy, it is a special edition of Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust because we got Gina Della from Pella here in studio.
KB la la la.
Here is how, that is exactly right. Here's how you play. 15 questions in 90 seconds to get as many answers correct as you can. You're allowed to say pass, and we will come back to it if we get through the rest. If you beat Ben Brust and send him to 12-2, pretty pathetic start to the year for Ben Brust, you're going to win an ESPN prize package. Justin in Clinton, how we feeling today?
I'm feeling good. Thanks, Brad.
Feeling good. Well,
I like
Gina,
that. Straight to it, Jeff.
he's got confidence. He thinks he's going to take on Ben Brust. The show is yours.
Justin, I feel the confidence coming through. I feel it. And I'm going to let you know I knew all the answers but 3.
Oh, look at you.
I don't mean to be cocky, Carla, Justin, and I don't mean to make you nervous because we really need to just make Ben nervous.
Yeah. That's right.
Yes.
Yeah, will do, Gina.
You got this. Feel it. And remember, don't waste time. If you don't know it, go pass.
There you
Smart.
go.
Pass.
That's
Just say pass. Don't go.
We'll come back to it. If
We can come back to it.
This is coming from a winning team right here.
Yeah,
Gina knows what she's doing.
She knows 12 of the 15. She's trying to help you out, Justin. You got this.
Gina, before we get going.
Yes, Alex.
We do.
Before you ask question 1.
I got excited.
Why'd you get excited?
Well, because I was ready to go and do it.
Okay, you're about to do it. But before you read question 1, just count me down 3, 2, 1, okay?
Oh, Justin, I didn't follow directions. They told me that 3 times.
No worries.
3, 2,
We're ready.
1.
Go.
And go. Okay. Oh, he told me to go. Which planet's closest to the sun?
Mercury.
In computing, what does CPU stand for?
Central Processing Unit.
What artist is known for cutting off part of his ear?
Van Gogh.
What candy claims to melt in your mouth, not in your hands?
M&M.
What is the name of the triangle where ships and planes have mysteriously disappeared?
The Bermuda Triangle.
What's the only bird that can fly backwards?
Pass.
What does ATM stand for?
Automated teller machine.
Which famous scientist developed the laws of motion?
Einstein.
What does IQ stand for?
Intelligence questionnaire. I don't know.
What is the name of the U.S. military base in Cuba?
Pass.
What musical instrument has keys, pedals, and strings?
Pass.
What does the term Renaissance mean in French?
Pass.
Which insect can lift objects many times its body weight?
Ant.
What color is the X in FedEx's logo?
Blue.
There you go. That is a 7 spot. For
Okay.
Justin in
All right, now
Clinton.
it's going to be close.
This one's going to be competitive. Gina, I love the extra amount of just like energy you put
Did
into
you
that question.
feel it? Because I'm like,
felt it.
I just knew all this. And then I wanted to say, good job. But that would have took time when I knew you were right. When
That's
you were
right,
wrong,
it's
I was like,
efficiency.
No, this is going to be close. You did a fantastic.
oh,
Fantastic.
thank you. Ah!
Just phenomenal.
Joy and celebration.
Yes.
Ben's walking in, a big smile on his face. Usually he walks in, he's a little bit, oh, here we go. Nothing but pure joy out of Ben Brust walking into the
How can you not have joy when you see Gina Della from Pella?
I get it.
Should we sing it? I got joy, 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 joy down in my heart. Down in my heart. Down in my heart. I got that joy, 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 joy down in my heart. Woo!
Down in my heart to stay.
Gina,
All right.
electric.
All right, now.
How did she do reading the questions?
Oh,
by the way?
fantastic.
phenomenal.
One of the best.
The best?
Yeah.
I mean, she's good at everything.
Enunciation.
Pace, emotion, yes,
She's
everything.
smart. She's smart.
10 out of 10.
I had angst. I was very happy for Justin. Can I just say something to you? Your brother will not be outdoing me giving gifts. Will not be happening. And first of all, I'm not going to give Bears gifts because, I drank By the way, Justin and everyone else, I drank 1 glass of wine when Austin was in the womb, and he came out a Bears fan. Beware.
Baby girl, you hear that? No wine for you.
Be very, very careful
Must
with
have been
that.
a bottle from Illinois.
Probably.
There it is.
Or
Crack
Mad
put it in
Dog.
there.
Well, this is for baby Isla and Bruce.
Aww.
Look at that. It's a beautiful Easter pack.
Cry.
I know.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do, though, is
Yeah.
because my fiance's mother gives us a gift. We were just in St. Louis for Easter, but she makes us not open it until the holiday. So do you want us to put this up next to that gift and we won't open it until Easter?
Well, I want to see Isla in that outfit.
All right, we'll get it.
Okay, there you go.
We're opening
There you
it.
go.
Gina spoke. We're opening
Yeah.
it.
We don't have to wait till Jesus rises for that one.
All right, so how did he do?
We can't tell you that.
I can't tell you that.
Yeah, he's trying to trick you,
tried
Gina.
to take advantage of the new
I looked at Brad and it was like, no, don't even go there.
Ben, you got a shot.
All
Don't
right,
mess
we'll
it
leave
up.
it as that way. And then here,
Don't mess it up.
Of course, here's how you play: 15 questions in 90 seconds. Get as many answers as you can. You're allowed to say pass. We'll come back to get through the rest. If Justin in Clinton beats you, he's going to win an ESPN Wisconsin prize package. Ben looking for his first win of 2025.
And just because I'm in shock here right now, you never know what you're going to walk into. And I saw the wonderful Gina Dell from Pella. It's Kyle Brust and Nortman. You're listening to Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust? It's time now for Gina to ask me the questions.
And I did know all of them but 3, and there's nothing on conjugal visits on here today.
Oh, wow.
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet, at least.
Now, wait, do I do the countdown again, Al?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Al.
Al! Al!
Just like Paul Simon said, you can call me Al. Gina.
Hey.
Nice.
3, 2, 1. What planet is closest to the sun?
Mercury?
In computing, what does CPU stand for?
Computer Programming Unit?
What artist is known for cutting off part of his ear?
Van Gogh.
What candy claims to melt in your mouth, not in your hands?
I don't know. You stopped yelling at me.
What is the name of the triangle where ships and planes have mysteriously disappeared?
The Bermuda Triangle.
What is the only bird that can fly backwards?
A bald eagle.
What does ATM stand for?
Oh, man, I've messed myself up. Alien Time Machine is what I always say as a joke, but pass.
What famous scientist developed the laws of motion?
Newton.
What does IQ stand for?
Intelligence Quiz.
What is the name of the U.S. military base in Cuba?
Guantanamo Bay. You know what I'm saying?
That is
Guantanamo Bay. Got it.
What musical instrument has keys, pedals, and strings?
An organ?
What does the term Renaissance mean in French?
Peace?
What insect can lift objects many times its body weight?
What insect?
Yeah.
An ant.
What color is the X in FedEx's logo? You should know this.
Orange?
In which sport do players use a mallet while riding a horse?
Why are you looking at me?
Because, really?
In what?
We're
sport?
on a sports station.
No, it's I can picture it. They're playing.
If you say croquet while riding a
Are
horse,
they playing in Pretty Woman?
Pretty Woman.
Can you just hurry up and answer the question?
No hints.
No
Answer
hints.
the question.
I don't know.
Oh.
So you pass?
wait, can we just realize he asked if it's in Pretty Woman?
Yeah, I know, that's
Pretty Woman.
I couldn't help you on that one. So you pass on that.
Kyle, were you born when Pretty Woman came out?
I don't know. What year was it out?
I feel like it was a long, long, long time
I
ago.
think we should keep talking because the suspense of the result is killing me.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Justin, how are you doing?
Ben, you might have just messed yourself up.
Yeah, this is going to be so close.
It's a tie.
Yeah!
Oh, my God.
You
how
should've
do we
known
break
it.
ties?
We just get the
tie goes to
Tie
the
goes to the
cause.
runner.
The fan always wins.
So now Ben is 0-11-3.
all
on the
because
year.
you couldn't remember the sport. You should be ashamed.
Let's
It's
not
in,
tell him.
okay,
Let's not tell him.
800-990-3776 is the sport of the horse and a mallet in Pretty Woman.
Don't they have it on like a shirt?
Well, it is the
Yeah.
answer to the question.
Ralph
I just
Lauren.
tell you.
Yeah,
Fill
don't
the
they have it
blank.
on a shirt?
No, but I want to know if it's in the movie.
Oh.
Don't they have it on a shirt?
What do you mean? Who? What?
It's Ralph Lauren's logo.
It's usually short.
You got to be
sleeve,
kidding me. Yeah.
Collar.
What are they called?
Polo.
Oh!
So close.
Man, I wonder if it is in Pretty Woman. I'm sure they wore those in that movie.
Gina, you're not going anywhere. We'll get the answers and a whole lot more. You missed us talking about how Pella's coming tomorrow morning to install my hidden screens.
Oh, my God, that's so exciting.
I know.
hope it's sunny and beautiful.
I hope it
What
is
does
too.
"oh my gall" mean?
Well, I don't want to say God's name in vain. You know, I might say other words, but I'm not saying God's name
That's a
in vain.
God-fearing woman right there.
God-fearing woman. I like that.
You know what I'm saying, Alex?
Al. Gina got me kickstarted into thinking about my home and making it look beautiful. And then with these hidden screens, when I look from the outside, you're not going to see the screen. You're going to see the beautiful Pella windows and doors of Wisconsin. Just like around here, I got to get Gina on this if she wants it. We can make it happen. Weed Man's going to come to the house as well. Came to Kyle's house, my house. They're still stocking up their equipment for Brad's estate. I can tell you that much. And we all want to have that yard that you just, stop and stare at that. That's a good-looking yard. Well, Weed Man can help you with that lush, green, weed-free yard that makes the neighbors stop and stare. It is kid and pet friendly, and I can't tell you that enough. With a little girl and 2 dogs, that was a no-brainer that had to be a part of the system with Weed Man, and they made me feel super comfortable, and they will do the same for you. Golf course quality fertilizer and effective weed control is all part of that winning game plan. Free quote by going to weedman.com and get 50% off your first treatment. Half off at weedman.com. Weedman for the win. Gina Della from Pella, the electric content factory that she is, sticks with us, and we go through the answers of Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust?
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
Taos, thank you for all that baby talk there and parenting talk. I'll take some of those tips.
I was getting ready for it.
Taking
notes over there.
Taking some of those nips. Taking some of those tips. those tips and storing them away. I do like nips as well. But Taos,
on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Starting off with some delays along northbound 43, right around the North Avenue curve all the way up to Keefe. Southbound just a little bit slow right past Keefe. Southbound 41 slowing down from Silver Spring all the way past Capitol Drive. Westbound 94 got some heavy traffic coming out of the Marquette all the way to about Mitchell Boulevard. And checking the TMJ for a storm team forecast. Tonight, increasing clouds, a low of 31. Tomorrow, rain and snow showers, cloudy with a high of 41. Weather is brought to you by Avondale Roofing. Raise the roof and your standards with Avondale Roofing, your tested partner for over 30 years. Remember, they get on top so you don't have to. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Oh, can't show you in there.
Why not?
That's the bathroom. We need a new shower bad.
Think your shower is one of the ugliest in Wisconsin? Upload your photo by April 30th to goodkarmabrands.com/Wisconsin contest for a chance to win a free shower remodel. One lucky fan will win a free shower remodel from Kohler Services, including design consultation, demolition, and removal of your existing shower or bath, and installation of a brand new Kohler Luxstone shower. goodkarmabrands.com/Wisconsin contests.
Whether you're about to graduate high school or have been in the workforce for years, it's time to take control of your future. Welcome to Lakeland University, where you call the shots. We use our flexible learning formats to customize your degree path. In-person, online, and virtual classes are all available. Lakeland University is designed around you, your goals, your schedule, your future. You can even earn up to 25% of your degree via paid work experiences. Ready to take control of your future? Let us customize an education to fit your needs. Visit lakeland.edu/ESPN to learn more.
There's only one store that gives you every possible choice in diamonds.
Welcome to Kessler's.
Brewers baseball is here. Time to pick your Brewers games and get back to the ballpark for tailgate traditions and walk-off wins. Don't miss any of the big games or the superstars. And come back for the best giveaways. Where else would you want to be? Brewers tickets for the 2025 season are on sale now. That's every game all summer long. Get on board for the show today. Grab your seats at brewers.com/ticket finder.
Becoming a truck driver doesn't have to be complicated. At Schneider, we make it easy to get your commercial driver's license and start your new career. With our CDL apprenticeship training, you'll get paid to become a truck driver in just 5 to 6 weeks and have a Schneider driving job waiting for you when you've completed the program. Plus, during training, Schneider will provide transportation, lodging, and meals at no cost to you. Ready to get your career on the road? Learn more and apply today at SchneiderJobs.com. That's SchneiderJobs.com.
My house has a new glow. I
Bros. Kyle Wallace right now. Buy 2 windows, get 2 free. No limit. Pay no interest until 2030 plus $500 off your home improvement project. Restrictions apply. Call 414-410-2000.
I love my windows. They've got that brand new home effect. Universal Windows Direct.
1 in 10 young adults will experience a form of homelessness this year.
For over 50 years, Covenant House has been helping youth in crisis. To learn more, go to covenanthouse.org today.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
I can call you Betty. Betty, when you call me, you can call me out. A man walks down the street, he says...
Down goes Frazier, I guess. Well, no, it was a tie. Is there a famous fight that ended in a tie?
The last fight, actually, Gervonta Davis, that fight. But
No, I'm
most people
talking
don't
famous,
know.
like, people know. Casuals like myself.
I can't think of one.
Well, I tied. And football fans, Verizon's giving you a chance to win the ultimate draft experience with the Road to the Draft sweepstakes. 10 lucky winners are going to win tickets to the first round of the NFL Draft in Green Bay, including round-trip service from Milwaukee, hotel accommodations, plus access to the Verizon Lounge. We're going to be taken care of like a first-round pick. Don't miss your chance to win the ultimate draft experience, powered by Verizon. Hurry to select Verizon locations. Enter by April 13th. No purchase necessary to enter. Must be legal U.S. resident of Wisconsin or Illinois. Age 21 years or older. To avoid or prohibited. For official rules, ESPN Wisconsin Contests.com. Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman, joined by the one, the only, Gina Della from Pella. Waiting on JD and Fondy, I believe. There he is. Dr. Strofe, 36 out of 36.
Good question.
Great job getting Gina. Gina, A.
Yeah,
Read a little faster for Benny. Read a little faster for Benny.
Yeah, read and read, same.
I know, that one's tough. That one's tough.
She's just excited. Let her be excited, would ya?
I was super excited. I would like to change the rules to this game.
Oh, wow.
Okay, we're open to suggestions from you.
Go on. I'm listening.
If there's a tie, I think the person asking the question should have a tiebreaker question that they ask.
Well, you don't love KBN Nation? They should always win the prize.
She's anti-participation trophy, which I respect.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh, yeah, we are not all a winner.
Can you actually ask her before we get to the answers? Can you ask her about what Kyle encountered this weekend?
Well,
good
I say we get to the answers, then get to that, since we have Gina here. Also, I want to give Gina more praise. You're getting all the love on the Carbless Talk and text line 800-990-3776. List is more. Don chimes in. No one brings that vibrant energy and excitement like Gina. Love her.
And if I had a carbless in me, I'd have even more energy.
Look at you go. All right, let's rip these here. What we got for the answers?
Okay. Planet closest to the sun, correct? Mercury. Ding, 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 ding.
Good
Alex.
job. Yeah, she loves you some Ben.
I do. I do.
Why?
Someone's got to be nice to you.
She was excited.
In computing, what does CPU stand for? Central Processing Unit. Yeah. Whoa. Ugh. What is the artist known for cutting off part of his ear? Excellent job, Vincent Van Gogh.
Can she be a full-time co-host?
I would love it. Seriously.
Oh my God, I'd be fired. KB la la la. KB la la la. JB la la la. Oh my God, see what happens? Okay. What is the name of the triangle where ships and planes have mysteriously disappeared? Excellent job.
You did
On
good.
behalf of both participants, Bermuda Triangle. Only bird that can fly backwards, hummingbird.
Yeah.
Did any of you know that?
I
did not know that.
I did.
I
He
did not.
didn't. Bald eagle.
I wrote the question.
Bald
Gina.
eagle.
I know.
He doesn't know.
Alex is a little sassy.
You think?
I think we're going to put Alex and put Ben in his chair next time. We're going to have a little role reversal. Oh, yeah. Look at he's red. Oh, I love you so much. Okay.
He can't handle the heat.
You love me now?
It's up and down. We have a bipolar relationship.
I see that. Yeah, I see that.
There's pills for that. Okay, which famous sign? Oh, what does ATM stand for? Automated Teller Machine.
Yeah.
I think that was
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Great job on which famous scientist developed the laws of motion? Newton.
Sir
I'm so proud
Isaac.
of you.
Yeah, I'm proud of you too, Ben.
What goes in motion
even
must stay in
know
motion?
Yes. That is, what is that, the first or second law?
I think that's the second law.
Second.
You looking at the wrong
Good job, Ben.
Thanks.
I just feel like you're so smart. Like there's so much going on in there.
There's a lot going on.
Big brain guy.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Well, thank you. There's it's just, making sure that it's all categorized correctly, honestly.
Don't get nervous now,
You
Brad.
never know what's going to come out.
Someone's got to be structured in this
Well,
room, that's for sure. Okay. What is the name of the U.S. military base in Cuba?
Guantanamo
Oh,
Bay.
yeah. That was see, that was a tongue twister.
Yeah, it
That
was
was a
a
little
tongue
bit.
twister.
You spit it out of
He got it.
You were close on this one. What musical instrument has keys, pedals, and strings? A piano.
Yeah.
But why can't it be an organ?
That's a good question, Gina.
I feel like it's both. Can you Google that while we're going through this, please?
You're going to make Ben win?
Oh! Okay. No. Sorry.
Wait. Is the fix in? Is there?
Oh, my God.
Okay, I'll do the research myself.
Okay, while I carry on. What does the term Renaissance mean in French? Rebirth. Did you guys know that?
That's a tough one.
Yeah, I knew that one as well. Well, the Harlem Renaissance.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Over to the KBN Sports Desk with Alex Strofe.
Not all organs have strings.
But some do.
No,
Isn't the whole idea of an organ, it's based on air, right?
I don't know, Brad.
So I don't think a string is what is causing the key to go.
Whatever
He's
you
just trying
say.
to get the answer.
Yeah,
He's
it's
trying to
wrong.
Get, you're wrong. You're tied, buddy.
I
But
don't
we
know. I
love
feel
you.
like it's a half a point because not organs. You know what I'm saying?
Organ uses air, pipes. Yeah, okay, I get it, talking text line. Thank you.
Sometimes don't you wish you could just turn that off when it just doesn't agree with you?
Ben would turn it off every day.
Now, Kyle, if you want to turn talk to text line on your fraudulent Packerbackerness, because we can do that again.
No.
You're so cute, Kyle.
Thank you.
Which insect can lift objects many times its body weight? Those dang ants.
Yeah,
You were
good job.
all right
I'm
there.
so proud of you.
What color is the X in FedEx's logo? Orange. Of course, it's at your doorstep.
How many did I get?
7.
Oh, it feels like a lot more.
It didn't when I was asking you. In which sport do players use a mallet while riding a horse? This, I think we're most disappointed in him, aren't
Yeah,
we?
that's right. You could see it in
Yes.
Pretty Woman, but couldn't
And was it in
articulate
Pretty
it.
Woman? Is that
It
a
is, yes.
Did you go to country clubs growing up?
In Wisconsin and Illinois, they don't have
Yeah, I
polo
wouldn't say it's
here. What are
popular
you talking?
They do too have polo here.
Oh yeah, tell us, Gina. Tell us.
They do.
Tell us, Gina.
In Lake Country.
In Lake
Oh,
Country.
Brad,
I
that's
should
your
have
side
known.
of the.
Pinky out there in Lake Country. I
They
should have known
have
that.
polo out there.
They do.
All right, so
Yes, the horse.
let's reset here and get to the phenomenon that's going on across the world right now. Too many times, too many places. Ben Bruss, Kyle Walsh, Brad Norman, Alex Strofe on the show, Gina Della with us, Gina Della from Pella. There's been a trend of when it's a kid's birthday, instead of focusing just on the kid when you sing happy birthday, Kyle, please let her know what happened at this birthday party.
So Miss Gina Della from Pella, I went to a birthday party for a 5-year-old this weekend. And so as, tradition goes, you put the cake in front of the kid with the candle, and what do? We go a 1 and a 2 and a 3. We all sing happy birthday. We say, hey! We even did it in German. They did it in German. I don't speak German. Deutschland. I don't do that. But then after that, they went to the next kid, put a candle in the cake, and lit the candle and said, and a 1 and a 2. Happy birthday. They sung to the next kid. I said, oh my gosh, there's multiple kids' birthdays. That's what's up. And then they went to the next kid and they sang happy birthday. And then I said, what in the heck is going on? Gina, would I tell you this right now is that there's a trend going on with this new generation of parents that when you go to birthday parties, everybody gets happy birthday sung to them, even if
it's not their birthday.
All right. This is the new generation. They are Generation B for bologna sausage. That is the dumbest thing I have ever heard.
Nonsense.
We are not all winners.
No, we are not.
It's not your birthday either.
It's not even your birthday.
It takes away from the actual birthday person.
Yes, that poor little shrimp cocktail.
I know. She's just so adorable, and she was just so happy to share the spotlight with everybody else. I couldn't believe it.
She's made to share everything. It's.
If you were at that party, what would you have done?
I would have had a little word. I would have texted. I would have had to get it out somehow, or I would have exploded.
So you wouldn't. So you're right now like Kyle. You're all talk behind their back, but you wouldn't have done anything in the moment.
Well, not with children.
I did say, oh, so it's everybody's birthday, and the mom's kind of, and they kept going. Next kid. I was like, oh, okay.
Did anybody else feel this was wrong?
Oh, I whispered to my girlfriend. I said,
Wait, what do you mean? What do you call her?
I whispered to my baby girl. My baby girl's my girlfriend. I whispered to her and I said, these Wallace babies we have, they ain't doing this. It's their birthday, it's their birthday.
Right.
We ain't sharing the spotlight. I let her know.
Have you ever heard of this before?
I've never heard
No,
of
but
this.
it's a trend on social media, and it just makes me fear for the world.
I think
forward.
the text and talk. Now I want the text and talk line. Is that the
Carbless talking text line 800-990-3776.
Tell you about this.
Sean in Beaver Dam, do you have something on this new birthday phenomenon?
I do. I agree with you guys from yesterday. I told people at work this today. They could not believe it. And this, again, and I totally agree. It's everybody gets a medal syndrome, and, nobody learns to lose. And it's a horrible thing. It's that girl's day. She should have been the center of attention. But, Ben, I also want to touch base on what you're doing in June, and hopefully I can make it, and my wife as well. But I think it should be celebrated because I don't think there'll be teams again like that. I know Houston has put together, some players that stuck around, but that is few and far between these days. And there won't be legacy teams like that anymore. So
yeah, and Sean, you're absolutely right. We appreciate the call. He's mentioning the 2015 Final Four anniversary, in which you can get tickets at UWHoops2015.com. We're going to be at the Orpheum in Madison on June 26th to celebrate the 2015 Final Four team, because in this new era of college basketball, nobody stays. Everyone's transferring for the most money, and I don't blame them. But Frank Kaminsky, Sam Decker, Josh Gosser, Bo Ryan will be joining me at the Orpheum on June 26th, so make sure you get your tickets for that so we can celebrate one of the best teams in Wisconsin history. Sean, I love you, but it's Gina Della's time to shine, not Sean's.
Oh, that's not true.
So what should Ben do to get better at this? Because he sucks. And he needs some help.
I'll tell you what he needs to do. Eat more fish.
Yeah.
It's brain food.
You need some more of
It's
that
brain
omega
food?
Yeah, fish oil. It's true.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite fish to eat?
Cod.
Oh, yeah, that's a Wisconsin.
Beer battered.
That's a Wisconsin galley right here.
Beer battered. Woo! Beer battered. Yep.
Ooh, it's Friday night. Let's go.
Yeah, I love all you can eat, though. You know me. I like to get
Doesn't that sound good?
All about the deal.
You know where I'd love to see Gina Della from Pella? Potawatomi Casino Hotel and the sports book. I feel like she would have the magic touch on anything I would wager on. Like, pick a side. She'd win. And she could also just have fun at the 2,000 square foot video wall. There are 20-minute reserved parking spaces if you're in a rush. VIP deck, full bar, restaurant that is absolutely amazing. Kyle and Brad salivate over the salmon and everything. Brad thinks the pancakes
the best
are the best pancakes you've ever had in the world.
Best pancakes I have ever had in the world from the kitchen at Potawatomi.
Are they fluffy?
They're fluffy. They're the entire plate. I mean, I'm pulling like vanilla out of it. I'm pulling buttermilk. It's unbelievable.
Oh,
Bet above the rest. Paysbig.com/sportsbook to get more information and to place some bets. Gina, you're the absolute best. Can't wait to see your team putting in the hidden screens tomorrow.
Thank you. I hope I get invited back because I was too nice to you.
Oh, you get invited by me.
That's all that matters.
I'm
You're
tied.
All right.
No bipolar relationship here.
You just see that? He said a tie. That's the problem now. He's taking a tie as if it's a win. You lost.
I don't know. I still think it was a 0.5 his advantage.
Okay, Gina, see ya.
Bye now.
This is Kyle Bruston Nortman, KBN.
Student Athlete Support Fund is something I was looking at. I'm ultimately likely going to give to this College of I was in life.
Long week.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
We've got problems on northbound 43 from Fond du Lac Avenue all the way up to Keefe. On the southbound side, we've got some big backups as well from North Avenue all the way down through the Marquette. Westbound 94, that's got some backups from about 16th Street all the way to Mitchell Boulevard. And then on southbound 41, slowing from Silver Spring all the way down past Capitol Drive. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast, tonight increasing clouds, a low of 31. Tomorrow, rain and snow showers, cloudy with a high of 41. Weather's brought to you by Lake Lawn Resort. It offers everything you need, from lakeside rooms to gourmet dining and a luxurious spa. Relax, recharge, and enjoy the best of Delavan. Book your stay now at lakelawnsresort.com. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
There's a winning magic powering up at Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee. This April, prepare for an exciting quest to $300,000 in the Enchanted Spin Slot Tournament. Just conjure your rewards card and play slots to earn drawing entries. Each Thursday, 60 winners will compete for thousands in cash and prizes. Let your journey begin with Enchanted Spins, only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
An ESPN Radio Extra Point with Evan Cohen, Chris Canty, and Michelle Smallman.
Do you think that Shedeur Sanders will end up with a conventional team or an unconventional team?
I think it'll be a conventional team. I honestly like the New Orleans Saints being able to draft him. I don't know that they're going to be able to get him if they stay at 9. I think there's going to be teams that are scrambling to try to get up into the top 10 to draft Shedeur Sanders. Remember, even though Mel Kiper has got Cam Ward going number 1 overall to Tennessee, Shedeur Sanders is the top quarterback on his big board.
Mm-hmm. And that's never changed.
Think about it, and it hasn't changed.
Yeah.
So if Mel Kiper feels that way, Mel Kiper, who watches more tape on draft prospects than anybody at this company, and we're the worldwide leader in sports, if Mel Kiper's opinion is that high on Shedeur Sanders, I find it hard to believe that there isn't one other team out of the 32 in the NFL that doesn't feel the same way. The sports calendar is heating up, and with ESPN Bet Sportsbook, you can go from checking news to stats to placing bets in a couple of taps. Stream games, bet live, and get exclusive offers when you link your ESPN account. Right now, you can get $100 in bonus bets when you make your first $10 wager. Download the ESPN Bet app and sign up with promo code USL to get started today. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
Quarterback Jordan Love isn't just on the Packers. He's also on the American Family Insurance team. Because like us, he believes in dreaming fearlessly.
Just chase your dreams and don't let nobody hold you back.
And we help protect those dreams with the right coverage so you can
dream fearlessly.
American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
All you have is one chance after an accident, one decision on who to call, one shot to get the help you need. Don't waste it on the one offer you get from your insurance company. Make the one call to Gruber Law Offices. It's the only one you'll need to make. Call us today. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman here with you. 800-990-3776 is the Carbless Talking text line. Less is more. And it's your last day to stop and save at Festival Foods on Screamin' Sicilian Tavern-style pizza for just $5.99. Limited time till today at Festival Foods. Then you can turn your attention to Sendik's April 9th through the 15th for $5.99 on Screamin' Sicilian Tavern-style. Don't worry, BOGO boys. Let you know when the BOGO is out, but $5.99 right now at Festival Foods, and moving forward, it will be at Festival Foods. Then moving forward, it will be at your local Sendik's. Screamin' Sicilian, always good. Frozen Pizza Fridays at the Brust household, always hit. Never want to cook, never want to clean, just want to have a delicious pizza, and it's always there for me. Yesterday was the wonderful birthday of Rebecca of Palermo, so shout out to her for her great support of our show and other shows across Good Karma brands. Is Kyle on to something?
Oh, wow. What happened?
Holy cow, I'm a tool.
More like Brad.
You just are the hotkeys actually messed up? Because I thought you played a really funny joke by playing I'm a Tool.
That would be unbelievable.
No, it was actually just user error.
I think Kyle is onto something.
Kyle's onto something. I think Brad's onto something. And Stroph's starting to think Brad and Kyle are onto something. Are the Packers actually going to do this? Are they actually going to take a wide receiver in the first round? Because you guys talk a big game, and now Stroph's doing the Until I actually see it, I'm just of the belief that I'm going to plan for other things in the first round of the NFL draft for the Green Bay Packers.
That's probably a smart decision, but like I said yesterday, guys, I quoted the former United States President George W. Bush, right? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me, can't get fooled again. We've gone down this road how many times, right? This is the year they're going to do it. This is the year.
I'm not doing that.
They're visiting with two of the top receivers in the first round. Or they'll likely be first-round picks.
At some point, it will happen. I know every year we do it. Oh, this is the year. But some year it's got to be the year.
It might be the year.
It might be the year. And it's going to be the year because Goody knows, he looks at this roster. Christian Watson is down for likely most of the year, so you do not have a full room. Christian Watson, Romeo Doubs, last year their contracts are likely gone. You got to refill the coffers. And he's not going to draft D-line first round again. And you even heard Mel Kiper say it earlier in the show when he was on Wilde and Tausch today. The question was asked, is this a deep wide receiver class? And his response is, no, not really. He went off and listed 16 guys after that. But the reality is, it's not a very deep wide receiver class. Translation, top heavy. Translation, you get your guy early. So I think this is the year the Green Bay Packers get their guy early, particularly if one of those, top guys falls, because that's what he's talking about. Some of these guys that were top 15 are starting to fall right to number 23. For the Green Bay Packers.
Do you all realize that though Mel Kiper might have said it's not a very deep draft, guess what? Goody says, I know my guy. I'm going to find something called value. He's going to find somebody in the second or the third round that he thinks is a valuable receiver, a hidden gem in receiver, like he thinks he's found with all these other wide receivers that have not worked. But when you look at the Green Bay Packers in their last couple of draft classes, how many times have they drafted wide receivers and it turned out to work for them, like truly work for them? It has not for the Green Bay Packers. Unfortunately, I like Christian Watson. I do. But he has not worked out so far.
What's the difference?
Jaden Reed was a second-round pick that has still had back-to-back 800-yard seasons despite a disappearing act in the second half last season.
And I like Jaden Reed, but the thing is when you look at this roster and this football team, they really haven't done too much drafting of wide receivers too high outside of Jaden Reed and Christian Watson in the second round these last couple of years, but Amari Rodgers didn't work out. He has more misses than he has hits.
Christian Watson, pre-draft visit.
Oh, cool.
Ooh.
Oh, Christian Watson. And what round was he drafted?
Second.
Second.
What
I still call that like a glorified first-round pick. He was the second pick of the second round.
That's not true. A second-round pick, I'll get you his check said he was a second-round pick.
Now, what else do we know about Goody?
It's not like the Packers traditionally, Kyle, the reason why I say that from this context is the Packers traditionally are usually picking anywhere from 17 to 28. They're usually in that range based off the sustained success. And so when they have an earlier pick in the second round, it does mean something different because it is higher up in the draft.
And I'll give you this. I believe they did trade up to get Christian Watson in that draft as well. I think they traded up with their second-round pick to get him in that one, I believe.
But we also know that Goody thinks it's coaching, not players.
Well, we don't
know the D-line issue.
That.
Well, he said that he thinks he has the guys in the room in D-line, and they made a change at coaching for a defensive line.
You guys are just foolish. I just want you to know. We're stupid. We're stupid having this conversation. No.
On Thursday
this
night,
is
on the
insanity.
24th,
Go
we
ahead
are going to be celebrating and say, welcome to Green Bay, our number one wide receiver.
Yesterday, we played a video of Kyle 10 years ago when they drafted Kenny Clark. And he was like, Are
we going to get that same reaction, Kyle?
Because you know what? I'm going to use a word that Ben loves. I'm going to temper my expectations on draft night because more than likely I'm going to be around a whole bunch of folks and I can't act a fool in front of around a lot of people and get my hopes up thinking we're going to draft a wide receiver. Now, will I be excited if we draft a wide receiver? Yes, I will be excited, but I am not expecting that. I am expecting the Green Bay Packers to do what they basically have always done. They go either defense or they go offensive line. That's what the Green Bay Packers do in the first round. They're not drafting anybody at the skill position at wide receiver, at tight end, at running back. They've gone quarterback twice in the last 30-some-odd years in the first round. So obviously they're not going to be doing that this year. And so when you look at this Green Bay Packer football team, no, don't get excited for a receiver. We should just be like, oh, we did it versus, oh, we expected. Because expectations will have you hurt.
I will say, I would just, if they went cornerback or D-line, I would kind of get it, right? There's a need there. If they went O-line again, I would just be, I'd be beside myself.
Oh, I'm right there at Green Bay.
I wouldn't be able to believe it. Okay, he went there last year. The guy didn't do anything.
They're going to have to security.
He's not starting this year.
You're going to get me. I'm going to say, I know where he's at. He right inside that building. I'm going to the war room.
You're calling security on yourself?
I'm telling them. I'm going to the war room.
Somebody hold me back.
I'm going to the war room, baby. Insurrection happened at Lambeau if they draft offensive lineman. Y'all think I'm playing? I'm going to get all the Packers fans right there with me. Let's get his ass.
Okay, I don't know if you should vocally and formally be planning an insurrection if the Packers draft an offensive lineman in the first round.
Okay, I'm sorry. I take that back. Wink, wink.
Strove, tell him how to go to Green Bay before Kyle gets there.
He's the best, man. And you know what's going to be the best? Draft week. Going to be the biggest party of the year, man, up in Green Bay, and we want you to be a part of it. Yeah, man. Wednesday night, the Fantasy Focus football podcast from ESPN. You're in the 06010 is coming to the Tundra Trio Houses in Green Bay. That is Wednesday night, April 23rd. The whole crew is going to be there. Field Yates, Daniel Dott, Mike Clay, Liz Loza, Stefania Bell. They're doing a live show, and they're doing a live show for you at the Tundra Trio Wednesday night, April 23rd. I've got 2 tickets right here. They're in my right hand right now. I got 2 tickets, and they are going to be yours if you're caller number 13 right now. 800-990-3776. 800-990-3776. These 2 tickets in my right hand, caller 13. They're yours if you are caller 13 right now at 800-990-3776. And we will see you up in Green Bay for the Fantasy Focus Football Podcast live at the Tundra Trio Wednesday, April 23rd. Right here in my right hand, Benny.
I see him right there. 800-990-3776. Give him away, Strophy. Caller 13. Kyle Bruston-Nortman wraps up the ESPN Wisconsin Hour before the 414 Hour at 4. Next.
This is Kyle Bruston-Nortman.
DKB, they get all my love, all my energy, and all my time. I'll be danged if GKB and Craig not going to allow me to take my half-an-hour boo-boo. If I need to do that, they need to allow me to do that.
That's your whole lunch break.
I don't even take a lunch break. I work during lunch.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com. The most magical major of the season. The return to glory. It's Lake Lawn Resort Golf Week on 94.5 ESPN. That green-colored jacket awaits a new home this weekend. Leaderboard updates, special guests, and picks for who's going to win. Lake Lawn Resort Golf Week on 94.5 ESPN. Taking a round at their beautiful Lakeside Majestic Oaks Golf Course with deals for just $15 a person. LakeLawnResort.com.
You love her twice as much today as the day you married her, right?
Welcome to Kessler's.
Football fans, Verizon is giving you the chance to win the ultimate draft experience with the Road to the Draft sweepstakes. 10 lucky winners will win tickets to the first day of the 2025 draft in Green Bay, including round-trip car service from Milwaukee, hotel accommodations, plus access to the Verizon viewing zone. Don't miss your chance to win the ultimate draft experience powered by Verizon. Hurry to select Wisconsin Verizon locations to enter by April 13th. No purchase necessary to enter. Must be legal U.S. resident of Wisconsin or Illinois, age 21 years or older to enter. Void where prohibited. For official rules and full details, visit www.espnwisconsincontest.com.
What's up, guys? We're back this year with my annual Home Plate charity concert presented by American Family Insurance. We'll be at the Pabst Theater on April 17th with performances from the Goo Goo Dolls and the Nicotine Dolls. Proceeds will benefit Live Like Lou, Visit Milwaukee, and the Brewers Community Foundation. There are sponsorship opportunities and tickets on sale now, so click the link in my bio to check it out, and I'll see you there.
Christian Yelich's Home Plate charity concert presented by American Family Insurance. April 17th at the Pabst Theater. Get your tickets now at visitmilwaukee.org/Yelich.
At Mentality, they leave no man behind. A friend of Mentality suffered a nightmare in January when his teenage daughter was paralyzed after a truck accident. Mentality will be hosting a fundraising event on Friday, April 18th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at its office, 2534 North Mayfair Road in Tosa. There will be silent auctions, a 50-50 raffle, food trucks, and free men's health screenings. All money raised will go to purchase an Action Track chair. Consider stopping by to help this local family. It's Friday, April 18th at Mentality from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Why is life better with American Family Insurance? Because every policy comes with something very special. A trusted agent who's there to help protect your dreams by finding the right coverage at the right price. Save up to 23% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Are you ready to win some real cash during the basketball playoffs? It's time for you to check out Pick 6 from DraftKings. Hey, it's Alex Rowe. When it comes to basketball payouts, DraftKings Pick 6 posterizes the competition, including all other daily fantasy options. It's easy. Download the Pick 6 app in your app store and make at least 2 selections by clicking more or less on player projections. Hit all your picks and score higher minimum payouts on Pick 6, plus even more cash if you outscore the competition. Pick 6 is available in most states, including right here in Wisconsin, California, Texas, Georgia, and more. And you can pick on anything: basketball, baseball, golf, and more. Download the DraftKings Pick 6 app now and use code WKTI. That's code WKTI. For new customers to play $5, get $50 in Pick 6 credits. Better payouts, bigger wins, only with Pick 6 from DraftKings. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Must be 18 plus. Age and eligibility restrictions vary by jurisdiction. Void where prohibited. One per new customer. Bonus awarded is non-withdrawable Pick 6 credits that expire in 14 days. Limited time offer. See terms at pick6.draftkings.com/promos.
Every child deserves a safe, loving, and permanent home. Help the Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption find families for children who've lingered in foster care the longest. Learn more at davethomasfoundation.org.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
She told me, honey, pick your poison, mine's a lemon and gin with a hit. I mix some pretty poison over the head. I'll admit, I'm kinda craving the taste of something new. So come on, honey, pick your poison. And I say,
Stopped on over at IKEA. And you know what? The dresser that I put together, there's a sense of pride that I felt when I got through all the instructions. I was like, hey, I can do this. And then it became done. Easy. Now it's the perfect dresser that I have in the bedroom. And if you need anything, you know where to go. To IKEA in Oak Creek. And whether you're designing your dream kitchen or assembling your new IKEA bedroom furniture, like myself, all you need to do is get it from the store to your home, and IKEA has a full range of planning, delivery, and assembly options for you. IKEA buys you so much time. I'm telling you, the delivery is huge. You don't have to, to be honest, the 2 cars that we have, some stuff isn't going to fit. But I can go right to the delivery with IKEA, and they will set the new purchase up for you, and you can relax and enjoy that new space without having to bring it home yourself. They can do everything you need. Just check out IKEA.us.
I heard a power drill.
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't pick up a power drill and go?
It's empowering. It is empowering. As a homeowner, man, I don't know what you without a power drill.
Most
You're good
IKEA
at
stuff doesn't need a power.
No. But for the dresser that I did, a lot of
One
times.
more time for the noise.
That is
good
good.
at that.
Better at that than he is. Are you smarter than Ben Brust?
Hey-o.
Get him a boom ching.
You need to be practicing. You need to be reading. How about read versus read?
Yeah, that one's a toughie.
It's not a toughie. It's called context. Your brain just automatically does it for most normal people.
Kyle, there was yesterday off air, we were talking about how you actually like reading audiobooks or listening to audiobooks.
Yeah.
Was that a subtle shot at Ben as a way to encourage him to try to read more in his off time?
Yeah, I'm a reader now.
Ben, listen to an audiobook.
You should listen to an audiobook. I'm a reader now.
Does that count?
Oh, 100%.
As being a reader, but you're not
Yes.
actually reading anything, you're listening.
I listen to a book. Sure, listen, read, whatever, but bring in knowledge through a book.
So if you listen to an audiobook, can you say I read that book?
Yes, you can. You sure can.
That's a good poll.
I don't know.
If you listen to an audiobook, can you say I read that book?
I mean, yeah, you don't have to disclose that I listened to the book. Nobody knows. If I can give you facts about the book, they're not going to say, "Oh, so you know what page?" No, I can say I know this happened on in the book.
But you didn't read.
But you didn't read the book.
Listened to it.
If I didn't tell you,
You'd say I've listened to that book.
If I didn't,
I feel like audiobooks are cheating because part of the silent readings for you to sort of imagine it yourself, and if you hear a voice, that voice can contort the image in your head based off who's telling the story to you.
Well, and reading is a very...
I love how I'm making stuff up like I've ever read an audiobook, and you guys are going along with it.
Did he just
read an audiobook?
See, he's a little different.
Well, and reading is like a very active type thing, right? It's you are engaging in it. When you listen, you're just sitting back and listening.
Yeah, listening is a lot better than reading. Reading is boring.
Now, avid reader of Jen, Gabe, and Chewy Mornings 94.5 ESPN, cool. Josh DiMaggio chimes in. Great cool for Josh DiMaggio. It is not called reading a book when you listen to an audiobook. That is called listening to a podcast. Reading is active. Listening is passive.
That's not true. A podcast.
That's what I was saying. I said that without saying it as good as Josh.
It's not a podcast. Listening to a book is not a podcast. It's somebody literally reading a book to you. It's story time.
Quick
X Files. Call the app story time.
Josh from Heartland, 800-990-3776 in the Cardless Talking text line. Isn't reading just listening to your own voice in your head?
Is.
Wow.
Is.
Now that's a point.
That's profound.
Mm-hmm, that's
true.
That
is utterly profound.
Do I have a voice in my head? Does everyone have a voice in their head? Because you're not hearing anything.
Some people don't. That's crazy. Some people don't have that internal thoughts. Monologue.
The version of my inner monologue is a little bit more like it's a deeper voice than mine.
Is it a different voice?
Oh, it's different. Yeah, it's like a voice of God almost.
Research estimates that between 30 to 50% of people have an internal monologue. It? Though the number of those who report no internal monologue is much lower.
Wait a minute. What is it?
When I'm thinking about something, isn't that internal monologue?
You're internally processing and talking to yourself.
Don't we have to have an internal monologue in order to do what we do today?
5 to 10% of people say they don't have that at all.
What are you thinking about all the time then? Empty space? Is it just radio silence?
They're probably brainiacs. I don't know. You're asking the wrong. You know there's a lot of stuff going on.
If you don't have an internal monologue, 800-990-3776 at the Carvelous Talking text line.
What an evolution of a conversation.
Yeah, I mean, it is. It is. I don't know how we got to be breeding.
I don't know if I have time to go to the phone call labeled John in Milwaukee blind people.
I think we should save it for the 414 with Tori Lowe.
John, stay on the line. Coming up next in Madison is Jim, Matt, and Molly.
About blind people.
I got a better one.
You do?
Yes, I do actually.
Great story.
Corey and Wally, Damn Sports Show in Beaver Dam. We're next in 2 minutes on 94.5 ESPN and on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee. Jam out with the X-Files music.
We've got problems on northbound 43 from Fond du Lac Avenue all the way up to Keefe. On the southbound side, we've got some big backups as well from North Avenue all the way down through the Marquette. Westbound 94, that's got some backups from about 16th Street all the way to Mitchell Boulevard. And then on southbound 41, slowing from Silver Spring all the way down